I would like to hear what she would say about it because there could be more to it.
No, don't call her right there.
I'm gonna call her now. Why not?
Call her, yes. Call her, yes.
We gonna cuss him.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Please let her know you on the show.
Please, yeah.
Hey, Mr. You all right?
Yeah.
I'm on a podcast right now. Do you feel like talking?
To another staticky situation, there's another quote unquote legend from Groove City. After having a relationship with this Groove City legend, and after you felt slighted, you decided to take it upon yourself to make a song.
Where we going.
You spoke about this man in such an ill manner.
And he got pictures with this man. Still posted.
Arm around this man. What made you make the song Dear Emory? What was the issue there? What happened? We'll transition into the next question. You were also on another show, Growing Up Hip Hop. You were around more celebrities and people that you liked. And then you got on the show.
You know, I was on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. I was around celebrities because I got tired of being around regular people, right?
Oh, okay.
And then I got around celebrities and I found out that, like, I don't... Damn.
Shit. Yeah, zip his jacket up for him. Right?
No.
Zip his coat up for him while you at it, bro.
Yeah, nah, you could. Chris, you good.
Enough for no nigga.
Yeah, nah, don't do that, please. That ain't it at all.
I did when I was working at Walmart a long time ago. I did help this old dude pull his pants up in the bathroom.
That's
before.
different.
His wife asked me to do that shit for him. You know what I mean? I was like, first I felt funny for it, and I used it for like all my interview shit when they asked, what have you done? How you went out your way for somebody?
That's what you chose to tell them.
I was like, this might sound a little weird, but you know, that's what I did. You know, that's what I did to help the old guy. If he was white, I wouldn't have did it, but you know, he was a black guy.
Why? That's privilege.
I would have done it.
Why not? Why not?
It's the principle.
Yeah. I'm not pulling up the white penis pants. Nothing like that. It's just not gonna work. Black man. His wife asked me to do it, so even if he asked me to do it himself, I would have thought it was some funny shit going on. But being that his wife was outdoor the bathroom. His wife was outside the door of the bathroom, and she said, "Can you help my husband?" You know, blah blah blah.
They may be into that kind of stuff though.
All right.
And they look like they was in their 80s. They look like they was in their 80s. Don't do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Let me hear everybody.
Mic check.
I might have to turn somebody up a little bit. Somebody sound a little
Check.
You sitting up like that, or you gonna pull the mic in? You want to sit up like that? Relax, man. Chill, man. You can sit back and relax.
Pause. Like everything you saying is like crazy right now.
I ain't saying it wasn't no pause going on.
I'm messing with you, Chris.
Anyway, what's the deal, man? We back with another one, man. Who gonna intro the pod, man? Who gonna intro the pod?
The pod intro pioneer, maestro himself.
Yeah, let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of the Art of Opinion podcast. I am Terrell James.
I am Bino SB Shane Biggity S, the greatest.
Y'all already know who it is. Chris the engineer in the house. You know what I mean? I'm changing my name. I'm changing my name to Chris the engineer. You know what I mean? Call me. Wow. Yeah, that's my new name. Dang. You know what I mean?
Straight plagiarism.
Anyway, if y'all don't already know this guy, we have a guest in the building. You know what I mean? All the way from the ATL. He don't want to sit up on the mic. You know what I mean? Pause. But you know, I don't. You know, he's been doing this for a long time. You know what I mean?
It's Rae Green.
Yeah, round of applause for Rae Green.
Yeah, like 16 different names. You know what I mean? Rae the engineer.
Rae Green. I used to
Static.
They used to call me Static, and you know. Hey, I applaud you for calling yourself Chris the engineer.
That's my new name, you know what I mean? It got a nice ring to it.
That's what's up, bro.
It's got a nice ring to it, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to co-copyright that, you know what I mean? Take that. Oh, no. Don't say that. Yeah, don't. Take that.
I need everybody to calm down.
Anyway, shout out to our guest, man, Static, a.k.a. Rae the engineer, you know, former... Are you still with B100? You still?
Nah, that's my family.
Huh?
That's my family. Aunt Deb, that's my family.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
That's my fault.
Anyway, what's been going on, man? What's up, man? What brings you back to the shore again?
Shane Bell.
Shane brought you up here?
Yeah.
I brought him up here.
Yeah.
I guess I brought him up here.
Yeah, that's me. I don't know what else to say. Shane B brought me here.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you gracing us, with your presence and everything. Welcome to the Art of Opinion podcast, man. Relax. We're gonna have a nice show. Okay. We're gonna get into your history, hip hop. Yeah. You've been doing it for a while.
That's tough.
Cool. You done mixed up with a few people, a few good names and everything like that. You was one of the first ones, really doing the podcast thing, if you call it a podcast then, with the hip hop discussions and things of that nature. We want to get into all that, man, just your history and everything that you've been through all the waves that you made, in the industry and everything like that, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Can I get drunk while I do this?
Man, you can do it. You do what you want.
Nah, don't get drunk while you do it.
Just don't knock anything over, you know what I mean? No, we relax. We chill. We chill.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. How good is this show going to get if you get drunk?
I think it's going to get great.
Make it a double.
Thank you. I appreciate you, bro.
No problem.
That makes sense to me.
Hey, look, I'm here for you. The damage control the damage.
Hey, come on, man. I feel you. You look like you box too.
I do.
Yeah, and you look like that. So I'm gonna keep it calm with you. You keep it under 135.
I'm very peaceful.
I know.
Anyway, what's going on, man? What's going on with you, man? What's current right now?
I actually been I'm booking artists.
Bring your mic in just a little bit.
Okay,
Just pull it in. You can pull it in. It'll turn. No. Just inward.
The entire arm, sir.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Sorry. So I've been booking artists for a guy named DJ B Moss.
Okay.
Out of Atlanta. He's an amazing. He does a lot of stuff for independent artists, right? Mm-hmm. And he's a DJ, so I've been booking artists for his podcast. Actually, he's been doing this thing.
Okay,
that's another guy that I want y'all to really keep in tune to. Yeah, DJ B Moss.
B Moss.
Okay.
All right. So before we get all into that part, where are you from?
I'm from Cambridge, Maryland.
Where?
Camellia Street.
Okay, just check.
Camellia Street.
Just check.
Yeah, Camellia Street, right? Greenwood Avenue, Corners Drive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 600 side, you know what it is.
Okay.
Projects. You know what I'm saying? Camellia Circle.
So legend has it you used to rap and things of that nature. So who did you see? What got you into doing that? Who's the first person you saw either locally or industry that made you want to do that?
That made me want to rap?
Yeah.
Hots.
Shout out to my man Hots.
You know what I'm saying? Hots, definitely. Ray Chills.
Mm-hmm. Chills.
The person that made me want to... Those were the people that I seen that was like out there, like really like really like
doing it
for real. Mm-hmm. But then I saw Richie White, and Richie White, charismatic. He was fly with it though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's when my kick game got cool. And you know what I'm saying? This nigga Richie said, y'all niggas ain't gotta like me. $100 mics, $2 white tees. Mm-hmm. And when he said that shit, I was like, hold on. Yeah.
Did you have a $2 white tee on at the time? Cause
nigga, yeah.
Jesus.
Word, nigga.
Foxwell's white tee, the Foxwell's oversized.
Be fly. I was fly after that.
7X dress white tee.
Oh, nah.
You remember the big white tee game?
I remember that. I remember that. And Richie was definitely he definitely did that. But yeah, Rich White, I could attribute that to him.
So you know when your first time recording something?
I was with Trey B and them. Trey B, we had a group called Nasty Cats.
Nasty Cats.
Yeah.
That's a wild name. Oh, let's stay right there. Nasty Cats.
I went to a strip club one time called Nasty Cats.
Damn, that's diabolical.
I messed with a few nasty cats in my time.
Damn. Trayvon Batson, you hear these niggas? I'm gonna share this shit, nigga.
Oh, we will too.
Oh yeah,
Trayvon Batson. He had a 4-track, right? Mm-hmm. This is gonna tell you how long ago it was. He had a 4-track.
You saying 4-track already say how long ago that was.
You feel me? He had a 4-track, and yeah, we was them niggas in middle school. We was really them niggas in middle school.
What year was this? What year was this that you got started?
This might have been like 97.
Oof. Okay. I was in prison in 97.
Damn.
Yeah,
for what?
My 20s, huh?
For what?
Allegedly. I allegedly did some stuff, you know. I maintain my innocence. I maintain my innocence.
What you do, bro? What,
I was locked up for assault and robbery, actually.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Actually, yeah.
It makes sense.
In a nutshell, I actually didn't rob somebody, but I got the charge because
you were supposed to say that.
after the person got assaulted. After the person got assaulted, no, I actually got a lawyer. But after the person got assaulted, somebody else went in his pockets and then also gave me a robbery by accessory.
I you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question.
So you recorded there. So this is middle school.
Yeah, this middle school stuff.
All right,
Mason's Lane.
Yeah, so
Mason's Lane.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so tell me, speed up to when you got to GCR. What is GCR and how did you get involved in that?
Groove City Records. So
shout out to Ron Dew.
So yeah, shout out to Ron Dew.
Because that's when I first heard of you around that.
Yeah.
I was gone already, but I heard about that.
So GCR is kind of crazy because my uncle Timothy Johnson, right? Him and Ron Dew was really cool, and Tim was telling Ron Dew about me, and I ended up rapping for Ron Dew in front of my mom's crib on Washington Street, and shoot, Ron Dew was like, I wanna rock with you. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I really wasn't rocking with GCR at one point.
Well, do tell.
It was because he was from trap, and I'm from the projects, man. I'm from Camellia Street, Cornish Drive. You know what I'm saying?
He getting comfortable. Look at him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was from out there. So, you know, Ron Dew was from out trap, and he didn't really have a good reputation, but people didn't know him at the time. Mm-hmm. I had to know Ron Dew before I knew, like, these niggas is all wrong. Ron Dew was a great person. You hear me? You know what I mean? But and his business was together. See, I didn't know about that. See, he was the first person that introduced me to the music industry, that
the business side of it.
His business side was together. Mm-hmm. His shit was together, yo. And then everything people out Cambridge was saying about him was all wrong. I didn't know that.
I ain't know. I never knew if Ron Dew was from Trap or Cambridge, or he used to live in Cambridge, or
man.
I always thought he was a Cambridge guy.
I thought he was from Cambridge, moved to Trap. I don't know. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Ron Dew from Cambridge, but he lived in Trap.
Okay, I'm about to say that's what I thought.
You see what I'm saying? But you know, he had Ron Dew, man. Don't beat me up for this. Listen, his parents had a house, Mr. Thorpe and Miss Murray. They had a spot in Trap. That's where he grew up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He went to CSD because his parents was teachers at CSD.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So what was the discrepancy with the group? Why
I don't know.
GCR?
I never had no discrepancy with them guys. I always
who was in GCR at the time? You remember?
Man,
we had Mondre Terrell, which is man, OG. I rock with him. You had my brother Felon, rest in peace. Mm. You know, that was my guy. You got you got Anonymous.
Oh, Anonymous.
You
Shout
know
out
what I'm
to
saying?
Anonymous,
Which was one of the best rappers ever. Like, I ain't even talk about locally. Like, Anonymous, one of the best rappers I ever met in my life. Hey, yo, Anonymous, if you listening to this shit,
where's
my nigga,
Anonymous at, man? I haven't
I don't
heard,
know.
seen
I don't
from
know.
him.
I haven't
He's in an
seen-
undisclosed location.
Oh yeah, I already said I haven't heard,
an
seen
undisclosed
from him.
location.
I haven't seen.
I spoke to him
I don't know.
about 2,
I
3
know-
years ago. He was.
Oh, yeah?
He was.
I'll let y'all know.
He was
where he
moving
at.
around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know we done, hey, yo, Anonymous, I know we done flipped a couple.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh,
Okay.
Allegedly.
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 I'm a married man.
Okay.
In real life.
All right. Okay.
Let me let y'all talk. You know I'm talking to.
No, go. You here, man. You together. It's about you today.
Yeah. So what? Then y'all. So y'all had matching jackets and everything. Then y'all.
Yeah, we started that. We started.
I remember that whole era, man. I remember that
we
era.
started that,
They had
man.
I remember that era.
matching bomber jackets, huh?
Yeah, and
come
that was
on,
fly, and everybody did it after us. Even that bitch ass nigga. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
That bitch ass nigga Billy Bad. You know what I'm saying? Copied that whole shit from Ron Do shit. Like niggas was acting like Ron Do was like something else, but really niggas was biting his old style. Yeah, in real life.
Yeah.
And Billy Billy did us dirty, man. Billy, yo, we had.
Billy was a part of GCR at one point in time, right?
Who was for the
I remember Billy Bad. He was part of GCR at one time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
the listeners who don't know, who is Billy Bad?
So Billy Bad, right, is this cat that he was Ron Do's business partner, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And this is what Billy did, right?
This a white dude?
No,
he was
Billy.
black.
No,
He was black.
I'm gonna tell you about the white dude because
Okay,
I
alright.
think you know something that you did your homework.
I'm just here, just continue, brother.
So Billy Benson, right? I'm gonna say his name because I don't like him and I'll smack him for real. So
Okay,
Billy
all right,
Benson,
all right.
this is what he did.
Allegedly,
right?
we alleged. Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna let you.
Fresh out of Black History Month. Fresh out of Black History Month. What's up? Continue, brother.
Yes. So what Billy Benson did was he ended up. We had a $1.2 million record deal, right, through GCR,
Jeez.
right? And what Billy did was he backdoored everybody. He ended up getting the deal, right, with a Jewish guy named Matthew Skolowitz, right? Yeah, I'm snitching. I don't give a fuck. Y'all know what's happening. Matthew Skolowitz, right?
I like that font already.
And then
And y'all
he
didn't want
ended
him
up
to
going to
drink.
Miami. he started Big East Records, right?
I remember
He
that.
backdoored Rondu, went to Big East. He started Big East Records. He took people. He split the whole company apart and moved to Miami with Matthew Skolowitz. And Matthew Skolowitz ended up fucking him out the money.
The Jewish win again.
Always.
Once again, the
Jewish win again.
Always.
Yeah, so I don't fuck with Billy at all. He did do wrong.
I know it was some deep shit with GCR. I never knew the ins and outs because I wasn't a part of it. I just heard about it from afar. But all right, okay. All right, so after that, what was your next steps after that?
Yeah, and I went to the Army.
All right, so how did that happen? You just walked, just like, fuck it,
I said, man,
I'm just going to the recruiting office and just get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. And I ended up going to the Army and I said, man, you know what? Maybe I need to find another path. And I was still rapping in the Army though.
Oh, so you was cannabis after cannabis?
Cannabis was mopping floors and shit, nigga. Like, he was a janitor, nigga. I fought for the country. Like, it's a difference. This is a whole difference, nigga. I'm not cannabis. Got you fucked up, SB.
I'll just answer questions.
No, son. Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Let me see.
How long was you in the Army?
I was in the Army for 4 years.
All right, and then when you came home, how was it when you came home?
I was married and divorced.
Oh, okay.
So was it for love or the money, sir?
It depend on who you ask.
You know, us military people.
I already know.
We get married for the paper.
I got two boys in the Army. I got two boys in the Army. I got two boys in the military. One of them married already. Oh shit! I don't even think nobody. Some people weren't even supposed to know that.
Everybody knows that.
We don't. I don't know what you're talking about,
right?
Edit that out.
Yeah. Yo,
Ain't nothing gonna be edited.
you seem to have absolutely no problem with talking spicy. How'd you get the name Static?
What you mean by spicy?
I mean, like, you talk your shit.
Very,
you ain't got no problem.
You know,
with talking shit.
spicy in these days.
Oh,
something
yeah.
different.
sounds a little bit like that.
No, not like that.
Spicy
Like,
sound a
you
little bit
like
different these
talk
days.
your shit.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with talking about shit.
Yeah.
He's trying to correlate the
exactly.
spicy
And
static.
You know, like how.
Come on, man. You
Trey B. I know. I'm just talking shit. I know he can fight. That's why I'm fucking with him. Hey, look.
That's allegedly too. We don't know that. For
No,
sure.
I ain't. Listen, man.
We don't know that for
not
sure.
For me, I believe him. I believe him. I'ma fuck with him, but I believe him. But look, Trey B. Trayvon Basson, man. He's a bodybuilder. Right? I don't know if he does like bodybuilding and all that shit. But he gave me that name Static.
Okay.
Because I don't know, like,
So you got
he
it
said,
from- you got
man,
it
you
from
always
Nasty
talk
Cats.
shit. So that's what it was.
So
You
you
talking about Trey,
that
right?
is how you got
Training with Trey. Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah,
Training
that's
with
my
Trey.
guy. Yeah, shout out to Training with Trey. That's my guy.
That's one of
we used
my
to go to the
best
gym
friends.
together. Yeah, that's my guy, Trey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got Static from Nasty Cats.
Yes,
Got it.
that's where it came from.
From the
Middle
Nasty
school.
Cats.
They called me Static because it was like, I was always scared. But when I was scared, right, I always like created static so I wouldn't be scared. So
Shit.
I was always that nigga to kind of like, all right, if you was not you personally, I don't want no problems with you. But if somebody over here, let's say Johnny over here, right, came up to me, I would always be the one to kind of, be the first one to swing. And they was like, Trey was like, you Static. You always causing static. We don't want to be around you.
Well, I'll tell you, boy, those Nasty Cats.
So tell us,
Them nasty cats.
So tell us how you got your start in hip hop. Like, how did you get started? Like, what made you want to start rapping from the beginning?
The brat.
That is a different answer. I've never heard anybody give that kind of answer before.
Was it her music or just her look?
It was that Funkified album.
Okay.
That Funkified album, man. The brat. Because I didn't know she was a girl.
Oh shit.
Hold on. How long did it take you to find that out?
It wasn't too long.
Okay.
When I started
Like, you
really
saw
looking at her,
the
I was
video.
listening to her first. When I started looking. Yeah.
The brand is fine. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even as whatever she was.
She's a study stud.
Yeah, study stud. Yeah, she was fine. She still is. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Brand
man.
was like
But I didn't.
she was like that.
I didn't know she was a girl when she was rapping, man. And then her and JD was going back and forth on Funkified. I was like, that's fly. It reminded me of Criss Cross. And then, and I was like, yeah, that's what really got me into it. Yeah. And then I started rapping myself. And then I ended up in Mason's Lane, actually, meeting a cat named Tay-D, Black Casper. That's his name, Black Casper. And he ended up, he was rapping, excuse me. And and that boy was nice. He still probably is. I don't know where he at now. I ain't never seen him, but he from Cambridge.
Shit.
I don't know where he at, but if you
Are you
hear
familiar
it,
with him? You familiar with who he talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he is.
yeah, Teddy, Black Casper.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, me neither. But Black Casper, check into this podcast. They need to talk to you too. Yeah. They might not even post this shit.
All right, so now
we posting this.
we post everything.
We posting this.
Yeah, everything is in there. Ain't nothing getting cut. Ain't nothing getting cut. Only thing I cut is when I say some crazy shit.
I'm gonna say all the crazy shit in the world, man. Keep this going.
So did you ever put out a full-length project?
Me? I put out a bunch of them actually. Yeah, I did. I did a whole bunch of mixtapes. What really got me jumping was Ill Kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
DJ Ill Kid.
Shout out to Ill.
Shout out to Ill.
Yeah, he's the reason why people know who I am.
He was supposed to come up here, but he ducked us a few times. You know what I mean? So I mean, I won't put that out there, but you know,
I'm gonna have to jump in the group chat.
We still been in talks.
Group chat.
We still been in talks. Last time I talked to him, he said he's still gonna come up here.
Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, that's my guy. He cool people.
That's my guy. So I think that's how I really first heard of you for real was through Ill Kid. I mean, I heard you was in GCR and y'all had the jackets and stuff like that.
The jackets and stuff like that.
but yeah, Ill Kid, his tapes for sure. That's how I really started.
Yeah, Ill actually really like made my career something what it was. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Ill, I don't know. Like them Ill Kid mixtapes back in the day was the shit.
Y'all two got a joint together, right?
Oh, a great joint.
Yeah, we got a joint.
A great joint. This nigga killed me on a joint. Yo, I was mad I even sent the motherfucking record to him.
This is after retirement too, by the way.
I'm like, God damn.
I think that's the last verse I ever wrote. Like
I told myself.
Wow.
I
told myself, Chris, I said, listen, I ain't never gonna send a nigga a record, right? First. And then I did it, and he killed me on my own joint.
Well,
no.
I was about to go somewhere else and then come back to that.
All right. So talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Well, number one, you've done it twice, and I don't like neither one of the times that you did it. But so I'll talk about the first one. So the first one was cool, the Static Challenge. Do you recall the Static Challenge?
I remember that.
Oh
time.
yeah.
I don't even know how that came about.
That was dope. Yeah, that was dope.
I forget, but that was a good one. I didn't like it, but it was good. The second time you did some bullshit was you put out a challenge, but it was from a verse from the 1900s.
Damn.
And then you telling everybody, now everybody rap to this because this is what I did 37 years ago. So now y'all got to do it. I'm like, I'm not getting out of bed for this shit.
Damn.
But everybody else followed suit. And I'm like, look at y'all dummies.
You see,
and he ain't rap at all. Some old shit. Telling motherfuckers, y'all do it. No,
yo,
nigga.
you see how this?
I remember the Static Challenge. It was lit around that time. Like
the
that.
first
Niggas was like niggas was going in. Niggas was going in on that joint.
Well,
who had the best verse on the Static Challenge? Who had the best verse out of everybody?
I think I smoked everybody.
Huh?
I smoked everybody.
We're gonna have to revisit that. I'm gonna have to go back
please revisit it.
Go back to everybody's verses too. So we'll play every single one of them.
Yes, please.
We'll play every single verse.
Let's revisit that. That's
because I remember everybody on the shore was doing the Static Challenge.
Yeah, I smoked.
Hey yo, and a matter of fact, for the listeners, like I'm Static, so I want to let y'all know that if you haven't heard the Static Challenge, I'm Static. This is me, Rae Green CEO, Rae Green on Facebook. I'm Static. I am whom they are talking about.
Yes,
and I'm gonna leave that there.
This is Static.
Yes,
and speaking of Static,
Lord,
speaking of Static,
here we go.
Why did you have so much static with Mr. Grand, Johnny Grand? What was the issue there, sir? I know you guys are in a wonderful place at this moment, but I do recall a lot of verbal situations going on. A lot of static was happening. What was the problem? Please expound.
All right, please expound. So, Johnny Grand is actually one of my closest friends now, but it was really, I was riding with my homies.
The Nasty Cats?
Nah.
Was this during the GCR versus Rich White and them beef? Because I want to get into that too.
That's another situation.
Damn, the store was on fire around that time. No, I was in the mix around that time. You know what I mean? I was in the mix around that time. I still got CDs and shit. I still got all the diss tracks. I still got all the diss tracks, son.
Damn,
I got everything. I got
so one thing at a time.
Let me. So Johnny Grant, him and a friend of mine at that time, Crop. I'm gonna say his name. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So him and Crop was beefing. Crop was my man at the time. You know what I mean? That was my homie. So I was riding for my homie. Like, that's pretty much what it is. I ain't never had no beef with Johnny Grant at all. And, man, that's one of my closest friends right now.
He's still rapping too, ain't he?
Hell yeah, he always been a dope-ass rapper. Mm-hmm. That nigga can rap. That nigga had me at a video shoot with him and Young Scrappy, Lil Scrappy.
I remember that.
Out of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. You feel me? He called me up like, "Yo, Static, pull up." I pulled up, like, you hear me? And shit, I ain't got no problem with Johnny Grant.
So how'd y'all make amends then? Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? The speed through it. Like, how did y'all get to a place like everything cool?
Because I called him and told him I ain't got no problem with you, and he said, I ain't never had no problem with you either. And we just laughed about the shit and squashed it, and it was a wrap.
That's wonderful. Can you get a round of applause?
Yeah, let's get a round of applause.
Can you get a round of applause, please?
Shout out to niggas not having no issues with each other, but beefing anyway for no reason at all. Shout out to that. Shout out to niggas beefing for no reason at all. And being able to squash it, realizing that they was beefing for no reason at all.
Especially when a fuck nigga is the common denominator.
See, we tried to be positive, but then, you know. Okay, well then, yeah.
How we trying to be positive when you the one that asked about how?
This is journalism. This is journalism. This is journalism.
Shit, nigga, we ain't had no problems with each other. That's my nigga. A fuck nigga was a common denominator, nigga.
All right. Now on to the next issue. What did you just bring up?
Yeah. And why you say that? Take some more sips. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I fuck with you. You crazy.
So tell me how the whole GCR. What was Rich White and them calling themselves then? Was they the Wolf? They wasn't the Wolf Pack, was they?
Wolfpack. No. Wolfpack was K. Reed and Tony Long Range and K. Reed, Ferrari Milan. They was Wolfpack. That's Wolfpack.
Okay.
Richie was not Wolfpack.
Okay.
Richie Planet Park Lane.
Nah, wasn't he Ace Crew?
Nah, he wasn't Ace Crew. Because that's Ray Chills in him.
I'm gonna call Rich. Oh, let me call him. It might be too early to call. It might be too early to call. Let me call him.
No, he good. Shit, he got a little son. He up. They probably up the back practice.
I'm really one of them.
Let me call Rich. Let me call him.
In real life.
Let me see if he'll answer.
He gonna answer. He gonna answer for me.
I'm just and make sure you let him know. Let him know you on the pod first.
Oh no, definitely. But he'll probably know because he know we record around this time.
Yeah, put the speaker to the joint.
I got him.
I'm trying to reach for my phone and I got my pistol in my.
My bad. I ain't wake you up or nothing like that, did I?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you might be out there practicing some baseball or something with your son or something like that. You know. Nah. Well, I'm live on the pod right now. We got Static here right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going down the history between the GCR and the beef that was going on, the rap wars or whatever not. What was you? What group was you in? Was you in a group at the time? It was just you and Chills, right? How did that whole thing get started?
Nah, I was with Sure Enough at the time.
Oh, okay, Sure Enough. That's who it was. Yeah, that's who it was. That's who it was.
I was with Sure Enough first. I won a contest. Big Brian had like he had a contest right before his birthday. He do an annual birthday party near Valentine's Day. So he had it in it wasn't Legacy at the time. Yeah, me, K. Reed, and Tony Longrange was going through our little thing, but it was kind of ended. But I ended up winning the contest, and that's how I got signed to them. Okay. GCR. GCR and Sure Enough never really It was some little tension, but it wasn't like no beef.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, the niggas that was with GCR, I was, you know what I'm saying, I was cool with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It just was that Ron Dew and Chills never really seen eye to eye.
Okay.
But that was like years before I even really kind of got into rap.
Oh, okay.
Ask him who was in Ace Crew.
Thrown into it.
You hear Shane say who was in Ace Crew?
Shit though. Ace Crew was street shit.
Oh.
Yeah, that was street
Ace
shit.
Crew.
Bullshit.
Chills, Stario,
Okay.
Twain.
That wasn't a rap shit. That was some other shit.
Well, you gotta think when Mike Bryan would go, just when hip hop was really starting.
Shout out to Mike Bryan, that's my guy.
Yeah, like Stario and them was I think it's some footage like they did that Wu-Tang when Wu-Tang first started to blow up. That's when like Ace Crew like that 92, 93 time.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they got like any material. I never heard no material.
I'm gonna ask Stario if he used to rap because I don't remember Stario ever spit no bars nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though. I don't know what I'm saying. I ain't never heard no material at the time. But
all right, well, get off the phone. We don't want to talk to you now. Tell him to come in for an interview.
Wait, we're trying to get Rich up here. He was supposed to. He came to visit.
Fucking the whole shit up.
He can't hear you from over here.
what's
Hey,
good?
yo, Kariz.
What's up?
Hey, yo, you gotta come up here, bro. Yo, they got their shit together, bro.
He been up here already. He know.
Hey,
He know.
man, come up here. That's all I'm gonna say.
I ain't know that was y'all was saying last night, eating chicken wings.
All right, get him out. Get him out.
All right, Rich, man. I hit you later, man. I hit you later. All right.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we got to make sure we fact check things. We got to make sure we get everything straight.
Please
We try to make sure we write these
I
out. I don't want nobody coming at me, seeing me at Foxwell's and I'm like that. Talking about
Nigga, I don't even go to Foxwell's.
You're talking shit, you know what I mean? But with the
I don't even go to
Yeah.
Foxwell's, nigga. My grandma would live right around the corner.
Well, that was good.
Hey,
That was good.
Static. So tell me about growing up.
So growing up in Cambridge was sort of like you ain't even know you was in a dangerous environment because it was normal. You know what I'm
You're the
saying?
second
Like,
person I heard say that.
yeah, you ain't really know that it was abnormal, bro. You know, it's hard being smart and being a school kid in Cambridge. I can tell you that from my, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like I dumb myself down a lot trying to adapt to some shit that was fucked up.
What do you think it did to you as you got older?
Well,
like did you become desensitized to a lot of that shit?
yeah, I'm still desensitized. Still a lot of PTSD. Still a lot of that shit. I went to Afghanistan for a year, man. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it.
Like from one war
I
zone to
already
another.
seen it. Yeah, from one war to another.
Yeah.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah, but you were already prepared for it. You felt like you had already been conditioned.
Yeah, but it still put you in that mental that mental shit where it's like, damn, like you really don't want to be doing this shit.
Right.
Like you really don't want to be doing this shit. Like this really ain't you. And that's how I felt.
So how does it affect you right now?
Well, I like to be in the suburbs. I like to
That's
be
far away
outside
from
of that shit. Yeah. I like to be outside of it. I like to, you know what I mean?
What took you to Atlanta?
I was always back and forth to Atlanta. I was always back and forth. Entertainment took me there. You know what I'm saying? And then when I seen I could like really be what I want to be there, if that makes sense at all. It probably don't make no sense at all.
No, did you mean like did you feel like that's where you need to be? Like that's where it was at? Because I know that around that time, that's when Atlanta had started blowing up. You know, everybody was going there.
So you mean like
that was like the
far as,
promised land. That was like the, you know, you
It
didn't
was
you
like
didn't
the
think that you
Mecca
could,
in a sense.
you didn't think that you can get the exposure here in the shore.
So you feel like there's more
I don't
opportunity
think
there?
I was looking for the exposure during that time because I came to Atlanta, right? It was a transition. I was always back and forth from Maryland to Atlanta, bam, 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 because I had family here. I had family there. You know what I'm saying? So it was always that. But
It sounds like that's like code for like narcotic trafficking.
Allegedly, of course.
Is that what we're speaking about?
see, this is S&B talking.
I'm just saying what it sounds like. I was always Atlanta to. I was always moving in.
No. Well, no.
Leave it at no. Leave it at no.
That is a strong no. Next question.
I got a really good question, Chris. Why the fuck do you have lights on you?
It's the DEI.
That shit is out of here.
It's
You
DEI.
heard what our president
DEI.
said.
No,
That shit is out of here.
Diversity. I'm just trying to get different looks.
Bullshit.
Nah, he trying to change colors of his beard.
No, actually,
What is going on over there, man?
actually, I hit the light. It went
It's the
off.
beard
and when
game.
I've been playing with it. It's something new that I just got. I got it actually for a whole nother reason. I was gonna give it to my wife for a whole nother reason, but I was trying it out and just seeing how it looks. You know what I mean? As
Well,
far
he
as
got a
anything like that.
backdrop, man.
Looks
He got a
pretty,
little poster.
looks pretty cinematic. though.
lie.
This
I
nigga.
think it looked pretty cinematic, and I think it looked pretty good.
Nah,
I like it.
in
I'm gonna
real
put one on
time.
every. I'm putting one on every chair. Yeah.
Look, this is real
I'm
time.
gonna put one on every chair.
In real time,
Let's
he's
put one on every chair.
separating himself in real time.
That's where I was going with this.
Told you my new name, Chris the
Separation.
Engineer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how he keep hitting me with strays? I get strays, man. Because I'm radar engineer.
Just shoot back.
You're
Just
not
shoot
using
back.
ground. You just introduce yourself. You Rae Green now. You're not static no more.
that's
You're
what
not
he said.
that.
Yeah.
I said Rae, and then you like I'm Rae Green.
Yeah.
You know that's who I am. You know what I mean?
Lorraine,
So
you gotta
I
say
feel
it
like the
right.
name.
Lorraine.
Yeah.
Lorraine.
All right. So back to the story. Okay. So now you in Atlanta. Right?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta.
You're still rapping.
Yes.
Tell us how hip hop. Which one started first? Hip hop discussions or
B100?
B100 first?
It actually happened with B100 first.
Okay.
Damn.
You know,
I am correct.
B100 happened first. I ended up getting up with Deb and Waka and them.
Who's dead?
So
Deb Antney?
Debra Antney
Deb Antney,
is
yeah.
Waka Flocka's mother.
All right.
And it was really more so of a situation where like that was just family type shit. I gotta talk to somebody.
Was that all in correlation with the story that you told about when you was at the party with E and she was there and y'all first met and everything?
Well,
Did that come from over there?
No, that was after that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Chris, this is what happened, right? So I linked up with
You gotta bring the mic in. You gotta talk into the mic.
okay.
All right.
So what happened was I ended up answering a joint on Instagram, right? It was like, yo, we have we looking for interns, blase blah. You know what I'm saying? With B100 when they first started.
Was there a contest or you was just something like
Nah,
you sent
it
a resume?
wasn't.
You just sent a resume or something?
I
like that?
didn't even send a resume. I just sent the message.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I get a phone call because I gave them my resume. You know what I'm saying? And they hit me back. And it was a girl named Nicole. And she went to school at what's the DC joint? The DC joint. Howard
She went to
University.
Howard. Yeah, that's where I was born at. Shout out to Howard.
You know what I'm saying? So she did that at Howard, and she went to school there, graduated and everything. So I told her I was from Maryland. She was like, "Well, shit. Hey, I went to school in Howard." So long story short, I got an interview.
Who did the actual interview? Did Debbie did the actual interview?
Nicole did.
Oh, okay.
Nicole did. The girl Nicole. So then that same day, Debbie had a meeting. Miss Deb had a meeting. And then she was like, yo, this is the new intern. Now put in mind, I ain't getting paid no money for this shit. Right? At the time, because I'm an intern.
But the opportunity is paid.
The opportunity is there.
paid, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I end up going to that joint. And then she was like, yo, Debbie got a meeting right here in the office. And she took me in there. And Debbie that same day, she called her liking to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. I don't know why, but okay.
So cool. what was your duties as an intern? Like, you want to get coffee and water? You didn't have to walk for cheesecake or nothing like that, did you?
No, it wasn't no make the band shit. No, it wasn't none of that.
I'm just joking though.
But it was though. Like for real. Like
they put you to work. You was doing some work.
I was doing a whole bunch of work. I had a key, so I opened up the spot and I closed the spot down every night. So it was like a 12-hour shift for nothing. Yeah. And but at the same time, I built so many relationships. Mm-hmm. That's why right now I know everybody. But it's not about who you know though. It's about who know you. Mm-hmm. They all know me. Mm-hmm. That's what people don't understand. When you get into this industry, it ain't about who you know. It's about who know you.
Mm-hmm. So you had how long did you do the internship?
Shit, about 5 years. I did about 2 years internship. I did getting paid because and then I had a show called The Takeover. If you do your homework, you'll look it up. I had a show called The Takeover where I was booking my own guests on B100.
Okay.
And
well, hold on, slow down. So how did you go from intern to getting your own show? Like, what was the moment where that happened?
Because I demanded that shit.
And this was after 2 years of working for free? 2
years of being an intern, you was like, yo, I need to...
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, because I took too much time doing it for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It went bad.
Tell me about it.
Didn't go good at all.
Tell us about it.
Didn't go good at all. I might have got about $40 off that joint. But but it happened though. You know, I try to book my own guests, but that's what made me transition into hip hop discussions because I was seeing how much money was coming through from what I was doing for free. And then it was like, all right, so I'm gonna do my own shit. And then I started doing hip hop discussions. And then my first guest was Lil Zane. And I got money off of that.
That's dope. Shout out to Lil Zane.
Shout out to Zane.
He had a fire hit back in the day, you know what I mean?
Man, he had a bunch of them. He had one with 112. Like, that's why I decided to do my own shit. You know what I mean? I did 8 episodes of hip hop discussions with major celebrities, for real. Mm-hmm. And this ain't even talking about the conventions I did on my own. I saw from them like, all right, y'all doing this and y'all using me, but yo, I can do it myself and make it lucrative.
So when you started hip hop discussions, did you leave B100 Radio or were you kind of dibbling in both of them at the same time?
At first I was dibbling back and forth, but Deb got mad. And Deb said, and this is Auntie. Auntie, I know you're going to see this shit.
We hope she see this. No,
that's family, you hear me? Mm-hmm. But nah, she was like, yo, like, what you doing? I ain't getting paid, shorty. Not shorty, but I ain't getting paid, so yeah.
So you had to you wanted to branch out and do your own thing, and you felt like, why did she have an issue with that?
Yeah, I was about to say, what was she mad about?
Was it a conflict of interest?
Were you stealing the clientele from B100, sir?
Well,
let's get down to it. Speak out.
Well, that's actually what she was saying. She was actually saying like, yo, you can't just do your own thing. Like, you stealing the clientele.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what she was saying. And you know.
And she was right.
Yeah. That's what you're doing. You're stealing from us.
I don't see that as stealing though. I mean,
I don't see it as stealing either.
If I'm making connections, in this area,
this is why you put me in this position, right?
It's like if we bring somebody on the show,
I get it.
and then you have your own show, and you're just like, well, after you do the show, won't you come do my show or
That's
something
poaching.
like that? That ain't poaching. That's using the resources to build your own shit too. You know, I don't see that as poaching unless that person was exclusively on to your show. Nobody's exclusively to your show.
I guarantee when you sign a contract working for certain companies, you can't do that.
But hold on, there's no contract being signed.
Yeah,
there's no contract being signed. See,
the
that's
man
what
was
you
working
wrong.
for free.
All right,
Because I'm an intern at this point, so it's like it's no contract being signed.
Right.
Nobody.
So legally you're fine, but in doing business like that, that is looked at as like that's just
no. See, the difference is like say he's interning on the show,
right.
And say there's a DJ, or when he got his job on the show, say there's a DJ that worked on the show. If he started his own show and then that DJ that worked on the show came then to work on his show exclusively, then that's the conflict of interest. If there's a guest coming on the show and then he has that same guest on his show, there's no conflict of interest there because that guest does other shows.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
I would like to hear what she would say about it because there could be more to it.
You know what?
No, don't call her right there.
I'm gonna call her right fucking now. Why not?
Call her, yes, call her, yeah, that's what I want.
She gonna cuss me.
She gonna cuss
me out. She gonna cuss me out.
What time is it in Atlanta? It's the same. Atlanta in the same time zone, right? Atlanta in the same time zone.
But she gonna cuss me out.
You really ain't
Cuss it
got
out.
it.
No, let her go.
No, she gonna cuss
Don't
me
tell her.
out.
Don't you say what you talking about?
No,
Don't tell her about the call.
Yeah, what you say?
I'm gonna blow y'all.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you told too. Call her up.
Help yourself, brother.
I'm gonna blow y'all shit up.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
I'm like, I feel like Erykah Badu. Call her. You better call Tyrone.
She gonna cuss him the fuck out.
Oh yeah, she is.
When you call her, ask her to walk her there too.
I ain't gonna do that.
Let's watch this train. just watch. Please let her know you on the show.
Please, yeah.
Hey, Mr. You all right?
Yeah.
I'm on a podcast right now. Do you feel like talking?
No.
Okay. All right. I ain't gonna.
She like, nah. She like, you just woke my ass up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get cussed out. Nigga, I've been through this shit. I ain't gonna get cussed out.
She gonna call you back and be like, she gonna call you back and be like, don't be calling me.
She ain't never gonna answer my phone call again. God,
that was gonna be.
I wanted that. 'Cause that was gonna be the first thing I was gonna clip. That was gonna be my first clip I was gonna put out.
She's probably gonna answer my shit again.
Yeah.
No, y'all done fucked my life up.
No, you good. You good.
Nah, I'm always gonna be good for you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and we can talk about it later. But I think that should be cut out.
All right, let's see what else I got on the docket.
Man, I don't see. That's the thing. That's the thing about podcasts. Like that's the thing about podcasts.
I need a shot.
I love the real time shit. I love shit that happen in real time.
I do too.
If there's somebody that you
Certain
call, because the fact that she picked up the phone.
No, that's
you
my
know, you know what I
auntie,
mean?
though.
Y'all have a relationship.
That's my
and there's nothing
auntie.
wrong with asking about certain things that may have happened or is going on. It's not like he was going to ask her.
Yeah,
like,
that's
what
fine.
happened with all that kind of stuff. This is just history, you know.
But
what I
we
mean?
talking about somebody that prepares for stuff like this. And catching her off guard like that.
But he did tell her. It's not like he asked her straight from the jump. He did tell her, I'm on a podcast. But she may not know what was going to be talked about at first. You know what I mean? She may have thought maybe some controversial shit.
Yeah, it's some loopholes where she could do some shit. If she wanted to.
That's where I'm going with that. Yeah.
It's other shit. Yeah, I know where you're going.
Yeah.
What you think she going? Nobody's going to. I don't know, y'all.
I'm just saying,
I'm not worried about none of that shit. We got to talk. This is our own shit. This is our own shit. We don't have
brand to protect.
I have several brands to protect. So
I'm talking about Relic Media though. We gotta protect the brand.
You think she's gonna blackball the brand or get the brand blackballed?
I don't know.
Nothing was said on here.
I don't know.
Oh, y'all scared as hell. Y'all might not be on the mic. Y'all might not want to do this show no more then because we said plenty of shit on here that could have been.
But we
fucked up.
saying shit, but we
Exactly.
ain't involving anybody else that could.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Especially just listening to her.
I don't see anything wrong with
She's
her
never
saying.
It's
gonna answer
nothing
my
wrong.
phone
That's
call
the point. I don't think you're hearing me.
Actually, his approach wasn't really good.
Damn.
The point is,
His approach wasn't good.
the point is, I can hear this woman just wasn't with none of that.
It sounds like she just woke the fuck up.
Yeah, but she wasn't with none of that shit.
Exactly.
She just
Exactly.
woke the fuck up.
She
Hold
said
on, hold
she's
on.
never with that.
Hold up.
See?
I've seen almost every show that woman has produced or been
They
on.
got
She's
her
always been with the shits.
Yeah, because
I know
she's
her
always been with
personally.
the shits.
When the cameras are on, bro.
yeah,
I know her personally.
Well, the cameras is on here too.
Hold up.
So-
You said something very important. You said you've seen every show that she has
thank you.
produced.
That's what I was saying. She's with it.
She
because
produced.
Well, she hasn't produced all the shows, but shows that she's been on when she was on Love and Hip Hop and all that
The
kind of
point
shit.
is-
You know
Hey,
what I
ain't
mean? All that
nobody
kind of
just
shit.
call her on none of them shows and be like, "Hey,
We don't
you
know
wanna
that.
talk?"
We don't know that.
The point is, the minute that she said no, that's it.
That was it.
But see, no, but
It's a
he
wrap.
was just more like his approach was his approach would have threw
His
me off too.
approach
'Cause it's like
could have been
I'm on
whatever
a
it was.
podcast.
The minute she
I'm
said
on this
no,
podcast.
she shouldn't.
He was like,
her
I'm
voice
on
shouldn't
this
be on this
podcast. You feel like talking? And
But it
she's
is,
like, no.
That's a
And he
sound
just-
clip.
He
That's a very good sound clip.
He didn't say, all right, I'll holler at you later and nothing like that. He was just
Like,
straight hung up on her. All right.
Yeah.
That's what made it look
And
kind of bad.
and then through his phone.
Oh yeah,
I wish I had. I'm gonna pan the camera to the
that
phone on the
relationship.
floor.
That relationship's done.
Are y'all currently still doing things together?
Nah, that's my family though.
Oh, okay.
So it's always gonna be good.
If your family,
always
then it's-
full of-
I don't think it's no
I'll
issue.
apologize and
When you
tell
just
her
all
I'm
you gotta
drunk and shit.
do, all you gotta do is text her and be like, I would just text
Nah,
her and
I
be
ain't
like,
gonna
look,
text her.
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
I would
go
text
see
her and be
her.
like, look, I was calling you because we was talking about my history with B100 Radio, and I wanted to talk to you about. I wasn't trying to use your name to gain clout or anything like that. I just wanted to talk about our history.
Nah,
and what
see,
kinda
you don't
happened
know her at
between us.
all.
It's
But I know people. But I know people.
yeah,
I know people.
But the thing is, it ain't gonna come across that way as far as trying to get clout.
can't tell
He
her.
may not have been trying to get clout, but it may look like we were.
Right.
So
I was,
you
nigga.
go.
What you talking about?
exactly, that's the point. That's the point.
I was. That's why I had no problem with calling her.
You don't let somebody blow
Y'all
off her
got-
name and she not get
guess
paid.
what? Y'all got Debra Antney voice on your shit right
I can
now.
send her. I can send her. I can send her. I send her a couple
Not
dollars.
Real life.
I send her a couple dollars.
A couple dollars.
No, she don't want no money.
Yeah, I send her a couple dollars. I ain't got no problem with it. I can send her a couple dollars.
Oh, boy, here we go, yo.
But let me tell you something about this nigga though.
Yeah, we not. We
Hold on, let me tell you
we
something
doing all right
about,
over here.
about the
We
OG,
doing all right
right?
over here.
Right? No, I'm gonna tell
Anyway,
you
let's
something
get back
about
to
the
the
OG.
story.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you something about the OG. This man actually got me a hotel room in Annapolis for 2 days. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
In real life.
Much
You
appreciated.
about to tell us a real story.
I was about to say, I thought we was about to go and talk about something profound.
No, I didn't want to stay
You
in
talking about
Cambridge.
best
I didn't want to
Western.
stay in Cambridge.
Hold on, whoa, no.
This
Chris
nigga got me a
Padrino.
hotel in Annapolis.
I ain't never stayed in no fucking
don't
Best
cut that
Western. I ain't never stayed in no
Chris
Best
put you in the
Western.
Best Western
Nah,
because he got
No,
We
I
stay
was
in
at the
4
hill.
stars. He stay in 4 stars and up.
you
nigga.
got Capital One points
I do have that too. I got that too, no doubt.
and you use them on Best
Oh
Western.
Lord,
No, we don't do no
ruined
Best
my
Western around here.
He done stopped the podcast. So thank you for Best Western.
That's y'all
No,
red
it
roof
was
in
the
ass
hill.
Motel 8 ass
It
niggas,
was
not
cool.
me.
Hey, but Chris, you keep saying that it's 4 stars, but it ain't 4 stars, though.
The Hilton Garden Inn is 4 stars and up. Every Hilton is 4
Yo,
stars.
the
and
Hilton
up.
Garden Inn is
It
3
was
stars.
Nice. It was
4
nice.
stars.
Chris,
It's
it was
3
nice.
stars.
The ones you stayed in might have been 3 stars. If you stayed in West
When I was there,
This is great.
when I was there, it was 4 stars, but then I left and it was back to 3.
Oh my God! All right. So you see,
Anyway, whatever.
This nigga crazy.
Whatever.
that was a good setup. That was a good setup.
And who made that happen?
That was a good setup.
all right. Give me my
Thanks
props.
for the
son.
discount.
Give me my props, son. Give me my
for the
props.
discount,
man. Give me my
That was,
props.
that was acting.
This nigga will call me out. This
was
nigga
a
will
good
call me out the
setup.
blue, man. I'm getting ready to book a room. I'm getting ready to book a room. All right, book a room. You on the list. Book a room. You ain't got to tell me. You know, book a room. Because you're running my points up. I'm getting more points. My status right now looking good.
For real?
I'm almost diamond status right now.
Shit, you welcome.
Yeah, I'm good. I appreciate it.
I'm almost a gold.
Not because of you, though. Not because of you. I mean, but, you know,
I'm so proud of these conversations.
You contributed.
You're welcome, man.
I'm on diamond status now at the hotel. These conversations are, I'm just proud.
Hey, believe me, that makes a difference. That makes a difference when you want them extra waters and them free snacks and free breakfast.
Hey, you want to park close?
Upgrades, all that shit. Them upgrades is good, man. I'm telling you,
I just want to be able to park right in the front.
So I do. I
right
got a handicap placard, so I just slap it.
Oh my god! Yeah.
What's wrong?
He said, "What's wrong?"
Allegedly, somebody gonna pull up on your shit.
Well, yeah. You know, when I'm playing, I do that.
Anyway, let's get back to the history. All right, Let's get back.
So we in Atlanta. All right. We doing the show. We doing hip hop
with someone unnamed. We was interning with a show with someone unnamed.
Oh,
we called that we can't use her.
We can't.
Not use her voice. So I will come on the show. We're gonna use her voice. We'll just call her Reb. Red
y'all gonna get made up when I get back down south. Shit.
Yo.
We way up here. We ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah, I know y'all don't.
Now,
on the south side.
I got too many people down there and too many reasons to go down there.
I
love you, Miss.
I got South connections there. We got South connections.
Man, you know what's up. You know what's up.
She know what it is.
We respect for her too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
an incredible
her business acumen, everything that she's done, everything she's done in the industry. She's a legend. She's a legend in the industry.
Yes.
I reached out to her before one time, but I never, I got dubbed. I never got,
She hit you with the no.
Nobody. Yeah.
She said no.
She didn't even pick up the phone.
That's what she just said. She was like, "Oh, you there with Chris?" No. Fuck out of here.
I remember him.
Shoot,
I know what it is.
Y'all was wild.
See, I heard you too, Lil.
Yeah, I did too. I'm gonna let you say something.
No, I had something in my throat.
You ain't gonna pause that.
Whoa, shit.
No, too late to pause.
Pause.
Too late to pause.
Oh, I'm cutting that out just like I'm cutting out Debbie's voice.
No, listen.
I'm cutting out Miss Deb's voice. I'm cutting that out too. All that gonna be cut. Shit.
Listen.
I'm slicing this motherfucker up like a pizza, cuz.
Listen to me. Because of you stealing clients from Miss Antney. That's number one, right?
No.
So we're gonna move from that staticky situation.
That staticky
situation. I like what you did there. That's smart. I like what you did there.
Hold on. I'm trying to land my plane. To another staticky situation. Now, there's another quote unquote legend from Groove City that just so happened to be around the mix where you were. And you felt slighted for whatever reason. After having a relationship with this Groove City legend. And after you felt slighted, you decided to take it upon yourself to make a song. To make a full song.
I know where we going.
Just being very disrespectful to this man. That people hold on, sir. Hold on. You were very disrespectful in the song. Okay, you spoke about this man in such an ill manner.
And he got pictures with this man. Still posted.
Arm around this man.
That's your brother, man. Come on.
What made you make the song Dear Emory? What was the issue there? What happened?
For anybody that don't know, we're talking about Vegas Jones, Emory Jones. Shout out to Vegas Jones. You know what I mean? Shout out to Emory, man.
We got to find out what happened first before we shouting people out. We don't know.
No, I got to shout him out because that's my guy.
Okay, that's your guy. Okay, see, when it's your guy, we got to shout out. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We got lights on his face. We don't know what's going on here.
I'm going back to Atlanta.
But what happened? Why did you make a
run back to Atlanta?
I'm going back to Georgia.
Why did you make a song? Why did you make Dear Emory? What happened? Speak out.
I love Emory Jones. Emory Jones, as a kid, I always grew up looking up to E. You hear me? I've been knowing him my whole life. I've been knowing this nigga my whole life. He the reason why I be kind of trying to be a little bit fly. You know what I'm saying? I bought my first Averex leather when I was like in high school. Fucking with Emory. Him and my aunt owned a store called Groove City Styles. My aunt, Melanie Thompson.
Mm-hmm. I remember that joint.
You know what I'm saying? So I know Emory. I was just trying to figure out, like, yo, you got all these talented artists out here, and nigga, you next to the best fucking rapper in the world, and you ain't giving niggas an opportunity. So what the fuck is wrong with you? Or what's wrong with the game? So I'm trying to figure that out, but ain't nobody giving me no answers. I can't get into contact with you. Then I'll give, I'll make a dope ass shirt, Groove City, the Groove City shirts, everybody buying them. I did that shit. You bought 2. And you ain't wear them, you ain't post them, but you next to the biggest rapper in the game, nigga. What the fuck? That shit don't make sense to me. And you from right from where I'm from, nigga. What's up?
Let me play devil's advocate. Do you think he owed that to you?
No. He didn't owe me anything.
Okay.
You know? Didn't owe me shit.
But you didn't realize that at the time. At the time, you was kind of like in
I
your
realized
feelings.
that at the time.
Yeah.
I realized that he didn't owe that to me. That he didn't have to do that. Right? But at the same time, yo, come on, man.
You felt like, but still, like,
come on, man. You could give us something, bro.
So
you don't owe us shit.
What was it? Did you feel like he wasn't giving back enough to the Shore or to Cambridge?
No,
or
I ain't talking about the Shore. I ain't talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about the people that look up to you, man. It's like if niggas look at you like you a father figure, now you being a deadbeat dad.
So I want to play devil's advocate too.
Yeah. Come on.
With some people, when I put my name on something, I'm now responsible for it.
That's facts. Facts.
Is it possible that he could have seen something that just didn't sit well with him, that make him say, you know what, I may have to back off from this one, because he has to protect his name, his brand.
But everything though. Now, if it was me as an individual, if he had looked at me as an individual and been like, listen, it's something I don't feel well about this individual, right? But everybody though, everybody that's from your town, you don't fuck with. Like, come on, cuz. That don't make no sense to me.
I mean, I'm just going to talk about my own experiences, you know, and I know him, I know of him, like, you know what I mean? We've been in some of the same parties and all that kind of stuff, but like, I've never really kicked it with him like that or anything like that. But when he launched his first shoes and jacket, I was one of the first ones there. And
me
you know, he showed support. It was a lot of people there, you know what I mean? And to me, he was showing love, you know what I mean? But I mean, I understand what you're saying or anything like that, but I feel like once you leave the hood or once you do your thing, I don't owe you niggas nothing for real. You know what I mean? I will put on, I'm not going to keep shouting out my town and my city or anything like that unless I'm doing some things in the community. But in the real shit, I don't owe you niggas nothing.
Chris,
you know what
you don't, Chris. But listen, Chris.
And I remember that Breakfast Club interview. I know what you about to say.
He didn't say he was from Cambridge.
He said it was from
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Said it was from the south of Baltimore.
Yeah, that's facts. I remember that.
That nigga is from Cambridge, Pine Street.
But he says it though. He says kid from Cambridge.
Man, Jay-Z said more than him.
That was crazy.
Jay-Z done said it. Jay-Z from New York.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z done said Cambridge more than Emory.
Yeah.
So come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I get the sentiment of like, I don't owe you niggas nothing, but I mean, dog, like, even on a level that, like, I'm not on no level, like, as far as Emory, as far as whatever he does, but, like, if I see people from the same town or came up from where I came from, and I see that they have a motivation to do whatever it is that they do,
you're going to put them on.
I try to help. I try to connect dots, and then I get out the way.
Yes, sir.
So I always felt, I have always.
But how do we know he's not doing that, though?
He's not.
That I don't know, but I don't know personally because I don't have my eyes on it.
I want the hate, but I want them niggas.
Don't get me wrong, and we don't really do this type of stuff on this pod. You know what I mean? To go after people or anything like that. But we do like to put facts out there. We do like to tell real stories and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And I would never deny you from telling your story from your point of view. So whatever you got to say is what you got to say. I'm not cutting none of this shit out.
Yeah.
Word up.
But I've always felt, and again, I don't know Emory personally, or I don't know his business or what he does, but I've always felt like we do have a lot of talented people, not just music, because I've heard that he just doesn't deal with music like that. So I've heard that, but not just music, like other things that, especially in Cambridge, like especially it was a window where it just seemed so gloomy for the town. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt like, even if he doesn't put his name on it, he can connect some dots. Or,
come on, man. Exactly.
Or like introduce or something. Just connect dots and then get out the way.
Come on, man.
And then whatever they do, they do. But so I always felt like that's something that you can always do. Regardless if you have money or not, you can always connect dots relationship wise and then get out the way, and then that can turn into something great. Yeah. So I would always think that he would do that for, you know what I mean?
See, but I try to speak from experience when I come with certain things. And like you said, I'm not on the level of, what he may be on financially or even or his name or his brand or anything like that. But I do know that when I was trying to build a business in Cambridge, Cambridge wasn't showing no fucking love. I was getting love from everywhere else. You understand what I'm saying? I was getting more hate from Groove. You know what I mean? And that's like my second home. If not my first home. DC and Groove is neck and neck as far as my hometowns, because I grew up in both of them.
Right.
But I remember when I was trying to build my brand and everything like that, or build something in Cambridge, I wasn't getting no love.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it could be that same situation. When he was trying to build his brand, how many people was really throwing? If he wasn't connected to, listen. If he wasn't connected to Hove, you know what I mean? If he wasn't connected to Hove and he was still doing the same thing, how many people will still be showing him as much love or be dropping his name as much as they are now?
So does that mean that you gotta? turn your back? Like, look, I feel where you coming from. But does that mean you gotta turn your back though? Like, does that mean
what makes you feel like he turned his back on Cambridge? Now that interview on Breakfast Club was crazy.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
So come on, bro.
Yeah,
man, I got such mixed feelings about this though, because on one hand, if I'm in his position, I am trying to help people. That's just my nature though, just to help, right? But on the other hand, if there's somebody from my neighborhood that made it and they made it big or whatever, I'm not dependent on them. Like, if they can shout me out, they can do whatever, and that's great. But if you don't do it, I also don't care because I believe in me enough to make it.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to help me, then cool, no problem. I'm gonna just keep moving. I
feel what you're saying.
And I still wish you the best.
Yeah.
I'll see you on top. So I think I think sometimes we got to be careful about putting too much stock into being from where somebody else is from and saying, you know what? Your success is my success. I've actually had people tell me that, we be in the hood or whatever. I had a couple of my homeboys say to me, yo, you our ticket out the hood. And I was like, why? Why am I your ticket out the hood? Because I saw a bunch of people that were doing nothing with their lives, that had the opportunity to go make something of themselves, and they chose not to.
Exactly.
It's different if you're in a situation, if it's, your environment is pretty much the reason that you're doing these, and then you're trying to get up out of it. But I'm watching people who are like, you know what? We're going to keep fucking up until you make it. And once you make it, we make it. No, that's not what the fuck is going to happen.
We're going to keep fucking up.
Exactly.
But that's one side, and I'm glad that we're on different sides of this. This is good. But that's only one case. There's also the case of you got to have discernment. Like, all right, I know I'm from a town, the crabs in the barrel, however you want to put it, a lot of hate and all that. But there's also sprinkles in our town of people that are actually talented, that actually have motivation, that are actually doing things on their own. Then you can have that discernment, like, I see what they're doing. Let me see how long they keep doing it. Let me see how long they keep doing it. You know what? I'm gonna push a button here. I'm gonna connect something,
and that's what
I see what you're doing. Hats off to you. Please continue.
But I'm like this. You can do that. We all know his history, and he did time and everything like that. You know what I mean? And what happened? I'm looking at it like some of the same niggas that probably ain't put a dime on his books when he was locked up, or asking him to, or reaching out to him.
What
to
about
help
the
him
niggas that did?
But that's what.
You understand what I'm saying?
The niggas that did?
We don't know who did what.
I do though. But this is what I'm saying. I know. What about the niggas that Nash Felon? Nash Felon put money on Emory books the whole time. Nash Felon did that. What about cats like that, yo? You know what I'm saying? That he shitted on. The same niggas that I spoke on in that record after he got up. Man.
I feel you.
Hey, you know the other reason I have my stance on this is if I help you, like if I'm in like Nasus, like in his shoes, right, and I'm putting money on your books, and you decide not to help me, if you like, no, all right. Well, that's cool. Part of my problem is I just don't be giving a fuck about shit. So if somebody decides not to help, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
I'm petty because I look at shit like this. Like, come on, man. There's no way that I'm gonna do this for you, and then all of a sudden I'm out here fucked up and you don't give a fuck.
But you know what you do in that
maybe
instance?
I'm a different nigga.
In that instance, it's like you got to understand that nobody owes you anything, right?
Facts.
But the other thing is, what do I deserve? So instead of being focused on what's outward, focus on what's inward. So I don't care if you don't want to help me. Cool. No problem, because you don't owe that to me. Mm-hmm. But what I do deserve, and maybe I was there for you, maybe I feel as though I should be deserving of some sort of success or whatever. Cool, but I'm gonna go get that success. I'm not gonna put that on you.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna put that on you. That's on me. You know, because you can't control anybody. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't just depend on other people to show up. People are going to disappoint you, man. Humans are going to disappoint you 100% of the time.
That's wild, but that's the truth, though.
Yeah, so let me ask you real quick. I remember when you put the song out and you were saying that you were getting threats and, and all of that kind of shit. Like, how did talk about that whole situation right there?
Oh, man.
Did you speak with E after that?
Yeah, absolutely. Emory called me. Emory cussed me out. Emory told me, man,
I got a feeling you've been cussed out a lot.
That seems to be your thing. Static. His name is Static. You know, his name is Static for a reason.
Hey, man, it be like that sometimes. You feel me? But nah, Emory cussed me out, man. And,
what was that conversation like?
The conversation was like, you don't look up to me, because I was trying to tell. He wasn't letting me talk. And he was like, yo, you don't look up to me, blase blah. He was cussing me out. And I was being as respectful as I could. I didn't disrespect him, you know. But
the song?
Again, yeah, the song was
not disrespectful.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? But he definitely felt disrespected. And
what did he like about it? Like, what was his issue? Tell you like,
everything. He didn't like anything about it.
I can see how, even if you're respectful on a song, I can see how it can be taken as disrespect because like you're calling me out, you're painting a picture.
You're not trying to get him to call me.
I ain't calling.
Now you don't want to do some shit.
I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about none of that. I'm not worried about. We can play it.
Y'all shit gonna be
We can play it. Yeah,
I do want to say this. Like I feel like we're blending 2 points. There are people that turn their back or didn't show support and all that. I'm talking about, for an example, Rae here in the town here, Rae that does Nap Day, right?
Shout out.
And let's say, this podcast really takes off and we're in a position to like do a lot of shit. Why would we not know that Rae does that and like either help fund it, help do something to make it even big? Why would we not do that? Knowing that he's got motivation on his own to do it on
and the cause that he does it for.
Yeah, so why would we not? Right. So I think that's what we're speaking to.
Like, I understand the premise
of it. You can pick out the people in the town that are actually doing it and making waves on their own, and you can pour into that.
I agree with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because me being in a position, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just not mad at the person that doesn't do it for me.
Mm-hmm. I get you.
That's real. That's real. Because you're not going to stop me.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not mad at nobody that want to express how they feel about something when they feel like, especially if you got friends or relationships that are talented and you want to see them get put on, and then when somebody from the town that keeps claiming the town, and I'm off of Emory per se, but somebody from that town that keeps claiming the town, but you're not doing anything for the town when you got so much talent that you can put on. I'm not mad at somebody that's upset about that. You know what I mean? Especially when you have the resources to just drop some names or something. Because I'm not going to keep saying that I'm from the town, and then once I get on a big platform, turn around and say I'm from somewhere else that I'm not.
This is the last.
Like that was the only thing that was the only issue I ever had. You know what I mean? Like because when I saw that, I was like, hold up. But I was like, you know what? I didn't take it, and you know what I mean. That he had his reasons for doing whatever he had to do.
This is the last thing I want to say on it. Now, and this is the last thing that I remember. I was like, well, that's kind of damn. I don't like how that looks. Now I don't know all the inner workings behind it, why things didn't happen, whatever. But it was a compilation thing that Emory did. It was a album that he put out.
Yeah,
with
man.
all these artists from different places and all that.
Nobody from the hood.
And I was like, damn.
Nobody was from the shore?
Nope.
Hell no.
Really?
Nobody.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
I didn't know nothing about that.
And these are like people from what I don't know
Like,
what
come on,
North Carolina, whatever.
Man.
And he went on, I forget what interview it was, I can't remember, but he was talking about it. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be cool. He's putting together some music shit. I know it. Like it's a no brainer to pick. It would have to be Bucks or Cannon, like because they the most consistent.
Bucks or Cannon.
And
like,
what
are you doing?
And when I didn't see that, I'm just like that further pushes the narrative. Like, dog, you know. So that's.
Has anybody asked? Has anybody ever asked him?
I asked publicly.
The song.
I asked publicly. What do you mean?
I'm sure I could probably get it because I know people that are very close to him. I just don't use.
Same.
Did you ever get an answer?
No. Yes, I did. I got a cussing out. He called me and cussed me the fuck out.
That's not an answer.
Yeah, but I mean,
he called me on the phone.
Did you ever get an answer to your question? Like your question is, why aren't you helping people on the shore?
My answer was his answer to me. So
the way his reaction was.
His reaction was my answer. His answer to me. You feel me? He cussed me out. Emory Jones cussed me out. He called me and cussed me the fuck out. So like,
so you got an answer, just not an explanation.
I never got an explanation.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I got an answer.
Right.
But it wasn't an explanation. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Yes, sir. Yeah, it was fucked up too. It's like, damn, son.
Well, I mean, that's life, man.
So how does something like that fuel you? Like, what does it do to you now?
To not give a fuck about it.
Yeah, that's really,
I don't care.
That's the best way. I'm telling you.
What else am I supposed to feel? Like, I don't care.
And how did you deal with the reactions that you was getting? Like,
I kept my life moving. I kept my life moving. My life don't depend on one man.
The people that
I'm still that nigga.
The people that was reacting to it the way they were.
He called me to ask me to talk to me was enough.
Yeah,
you know. So my presence was enough to make you call me.
Just let y'all niggas know that when we blow up or anything like that, when Rel and Media blow up, I'm not doing nothing for none of y'all niggas.
This is my brother though.
This is what I said.
Look, I put a call out to a lot of people that I felt like were, you know what I mean, dear to my heart and legends, and I love the shit that they was putting on to be on this show. And I get a lot of love, and I get a lot of people saying that they're going to come up or anything like that, you know what I mean, anything like that. So we have a long list of people, like from the shore, because that's where I wanted to build this from, you know what I mean, just showing love to all the talent and everybody on the shore that put on for the shore, you know what I mean, and for DC, you know what I mean, and everything like that, you know, and that was the reason why we built this platform, one of the reasons why we built this platform, you know what I mean, so I don't have no problem with that, but I got a lot of people that said they were going to come up. And then when the call go out, like, okay, we got this slot over, this slot open, they shun in a way, you know, it's like, they'll say, I'll do it, man, I gotta do it. Or they'll reach out to me. Like, I've had niggas reach out to me like, well, man, I can't wait to come do the show, blah, blah, blah. But then when I put the call out, crickets, you know what I mean? So I can see both sides of it.
There's a few ways you can look at that. That may not necessarily be a personal thing with you or...
I don't take none of that shit personal. I don't take none of that shit personal.
That could be like, oh shit, I'm really about to sit in front of cameras and talk on a microphone. Like people get weird with that shit. So I get that. But the final last thing I want to say about the whole Emory thing and the reaction that you got, the cussing out and all of that, that's cool. Like you said, there was really no explanation there.
It wasn't.
To me, this is my opinion, not the opinion of the show. It's my opinion. I feel like when people do that, they're more upset not at the stuff that you're saying. It's just the public perception of me now.
Yeah, and
So that's what answers it. You know what I'm saying?
agree.
He cussed you out because of what you said about him publicly. It's not about
because
what
of
you said.
the
Because
shit
what you
that
said is true.
I didn't say nothing wrong.
Yeah, but
Y'all bring your mic in, man. Bring your mic in. Bring your mic in.
I'm sorry.
The shit,
I didn't say
it wasn't
wrong.
nothing disrespectful or crazy. It was a lot of questions in there.
Yeah.
And it was more so of how it made him look.
Yeah, he was calling.
So his
he was
reaction-
you calling for like why? You know what I mean? It's like a why. You calling for some answers. It's not like I'm berating you, saying that you're this person. You just want to know why
and
you
that,
are. You know what I mean?
And that response was based on how he's going to.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't like the picture that you painted of me.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what that is.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it. That's it.
So
And
nothing.
thank you,
So
Shane,
nothing really got addressed, really.
Yeah. No.
But it is what it
it's
is.
real.
I'm glad
That's
you
just
made
my-
that situation safe, son, and none of those threats made their way to your life or anything.
Ain't
like
no
that,
threats, man. Ain't nobody gonna
I'm
get
joking
no
because I know you
threats,
ain't.
'cause, hey, we don't do well with threats. Ain't gonna happen.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about hip hop discussions. You know what I mean?
Man, hip hop
But
discussions.
why did it go away? Are you going to revamp it, redo it, do something
Only
with
if
it?
Shane Bell do it with me. Only if SB do it with me. That's the only way I'm gonna
That
do
don't
this
sound
shit.
like a bad idea.
First of all, I need everybody
it's a
to
great
relax.
idea.
Everybody calm down. How would that work? How in the hell
You got to
would
make
that
the
work?
commute back and forth. You already got to go back and forth to West Virginia. It's just a little while. It's just a little bit more of a ride.
Who's in West Virginia?
This is a little more ride.
My son in West Virginia.
Oh, your son's in West.
Yeah, it's just a little further ride. You know,
Yeah,
Absolutely
nah, I'm
not.
in Georgia, so
a couple more hours.
I don't know
10
if
more
I can
hours.
do it with, if I can do it with Shane Bell. Hey, listen, we can do that shit because
We
listen,
can make it happen.
Yeah, let's do
We can
it.
make it happen. Whether we do it
I'll
remote,
come to Maryland. I'm
whether we
in
do it
Maryland
remote or
right
anything
now.
like that.
Shane ain't gonna do a remote. You know how Shane is. He don't want to do that.
Yeah, first of all,
man.
this is a
Be in the
lot.
same room, man.
This is niggas.
We can figure it out.
Niggas is podding right now. We can
figure it out.
So let's start one thing at a time. So
can figure it out.
Why did hip hop discussions end first? What happened?
It really never really ended. It was just
It ended.
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended.
So why did it end?
You guys are crazy.
Why did it end?
So
Yo, this is one of my favorite interviews.
So I was in Maryland, right? And then I was like, yo, I'm gonna move to Atlanta. Then I moved to Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta. And I started hip hop discussions. I got around a whole bunch of celebrities, like people that I like to be around. Like, you know, I don't like to be around regular people. And so I got around some people that I like to be around, celebrities, and I started a show. And it worked, right? So it worked, and then it didn't.
All right, thank you for clearing
was
that
real
up.
descriptive.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So
I'm about to make a song about that shit. I'm about to make a song. What about hip hop discussions?
So we'll transition into the next question. You were also on another show. Was it Growing Up Hip Hop? How did you get?
I forgot about that.
How did you get on that, bro?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So
that was
Were you around more celebrities and people that you liked, and then you got on the show, and then you were off the show? Is that how it went? Is that what we doing?
Yeah. Where your mic at? Your mic right there.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, so I did hip hop discussions, and then I was on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, and I was around celebrities because I got tired of being around regular people, right?
Oh, okay.
And then I got around celebrities, and I found out that I don't want to be around them either.
You found out that celebrities are worse than regular people sometimes. I mean, shit.
I'm not on that show either. I don't like them either.
All right.
Tell us about that a little bit though. Let's talk about that because I almost forgot about that. Tell us about how that happened and what happened.
Listen, man.
If you can.
I just had y'all on the phone with Debra Antney. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yo, I was around. Damn, we got the cameras and shit. So shit, like damn, this is a real production. Okay,
you just realized it was.
We can redact names if you need to. We can redact names if you need to.
We won't though. Please don't. Please don't. Keep everything.
Then I'm keeping the phone call in there too. I'm keeping all that shit.
Keep all that shit. Please keep all that shit. This is all good content.
Keeping all that shit.
Hey, look, but nah, like I got with what's shorty name?
Put Jeopardy music right here.
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, so
I got with somebody. Just say you got with somebody.
Shorty got the hip hop. Loving hip hop shit.
You talking about I know what you're talking about.
Mona Scott.
Yeah.
Mona Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Mona Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Mona motherfucking Scott. Listen, Mona Scott
Never
is
heard
one
nobody
of
refer to her as Shorty.
She is one of the most best people in the fucking world, man. She puts black people on. Mona Scott is it. So listen.
Can you call her too?
No. Please don't call Mona Scott.
This motherfucker,
Get her on the phone too. I want to start a reality show
when
here.
this shit blows up, make sure he's gonna do this.
Look, listen, I know how hard it is to start a reality show. We was shooting a reality show. I know how hard that shit is.
That shit was
and we get ready to shoot another one. I want to know how she did this shit and control all the personalities that she was able to control.
Outside of
that shit is hard.
She had to deal with
She had to deal with who we had to deal with, right?
No, I ain't.
Anyway, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, so Mona Scott, man, you know what I'm saying? She linked up with my auntie. Look, he about to leave and shit.
No,
Look at him.
I'm about to.
He looking for
How
something.
did you get on the show? What were
I
you
was
doing
on the
there?
show, bro? I was on the show.
How did it happen? Give us the history of how it happened.
You got to ask the right question.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out.
Give us the history of how it happened. Because I can see there's some shit that he don't want to talk about.
Yeah,
He definitely avoids some shit.
My auntie is Debra Antney. That's it. That's my
so that's how you got on.
All right, that's how you got on the
She
show.
made it happen.
Yes, and I was on 4 episodes, and you can watch all 4 of them. Season 2, growing up hip hop Atlanta with Bow Wow, that guy,
Shade Moss.
Shad Moss.
Shot.
Well, that was a joke you made.
Yeah.
I know. I don't like him too much.
You said you. Gotcha.
Oh no, you gotta cut that.
Nah, see.
No. We're not cutting anything. Allegedly. You gotta go back to Atlanta. We on the show. We don't have to go back to Atlanta.
Listen,
They will have to find me in DC. You have to go back to Atlanta. I'll cut it out though. I'll cut the names. I'll redact it. All right. Come on, all right, let's get back to it.
All right,
How did
so
that
you
happen?
got on the show. Your aunt got you on the show. You was wearing sweaters.
You see how Shane be
Shane is crazy, yeah.
He was wearing lots of sweaters. There was a lot of sweaters. There was a lot of sweaters being worn.
They matured him up. They matured him up. Yeah, they matured him up.
There's a lot of sweaters and
lot of little shit. So I got on the show and
all right, 4 episodes. You can watch it right now.
Yeah, you can watch it right now. I was just around them. You know what I'm saying? I was around. They put me on a show. It ain't really too much about it. But we ain't talking about me right now. We talking about Shane Bell. Listen, Shane Bell, how about this, right? Yo, one thing about you, your shoes are really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Can we put a camera on that?
Oh, it's a camera on it already.
You got some Asics on. So look, he got Asics on. They fly as fuck.
Thank you, brother.
Hey man, this dude is dope. One thing I'm gonna tell you about Shane Bell is this: he's one of the best rappers on the eastern shore of Maryland. Like, excuse me, I'm burping. Shane Bell, what got you into rap?
So what we're gonna do?
No, you ain't gonna do me like that. What got you into rap, bro?
He trying to restart hip hop discussions right now. And I'm like, I'm slipping. Right he feel like he done said too much already. He done fucked up some relationships on this show, yo.
Shane Bell
Don't let us fuck up your relationships, yo.
No, listen, Shane Bell one of like the dopest rappers ever though. Like
That's facts. That's facts.
and
That's facts.
these are facts.
facts.
Like
That's
nobody's like.
I got a few
I
little
agree.
tunes.
Got a nice,
I agree.
few nice little
I got a few
tunes.
little tunes.
Nice little tunes out there. You know what I mean?
How'd you get in the rap, son? Like you nice as shit.
Man, I think I was in a store or I don't know. I was somewhere and I picked up this GCR jacket and it was like when I put it on, it was just like
Just got the energy.
something just took over me.
You transformed.
And that's where it started for me.
That man is a master
you would have been
rebuttal.
whack. If that you would have been whack.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You can't say that, bro.
What is wrong with you?
That's
If you
wild.
had put on a GCR, we ain't fucking with Shane right now. Shane
You want to interview me? Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, all right. So look, Shane, check this out. The
All right, let's do this.
Asics,
Let's
right?
do this.
Them
Let's do
shits
this.
is
Let's do
real
this.
fly.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Hip hop
saying?
discussions revamped.
Yeah, hip hop discussion.
Hip hop
Yeah.
discussions
Why
revamped.
you let MC Shane talk crazy about me like that? Why you
Oh
let him do that?
yeah.
Why you let him
Some
do that?
bullshit, as he said.
You allowed him?
He said, I hope SB don't sound like some bullshit.
He did correct.
Before he saw the video,
Yeah, nah, he
then
corrected
he
him.
changed his whole shit.
You played the video, right?
Listen, that was before he saw the video, right?
Yeah.
But MC Shan did see your shit though.
Yeah, I know he saw it.
Shane, you should have came out with it. You should have came out with a Bridges Over 3 for his ass.
So
man.
so
After
look,
he
so
said
here-
that shit,
but
I'd have came out and went
this
at
is
him.
what you don't know,
Change your name
right?
to MC Shane.
This is what you. This is
Oh,
what
shit.
That'll learn him.
Oh, shit.
Listen,
MC Shan.
listen, though.
shit.
I need y'all to listen. though.
That'll learn him.
This is what you don't know though. So I used that part in the beginning of the song.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
So I
Sure did,
used
sure
that
did.
part in the beginning of the song. Talking about, I hope this ain't some bullshit.
Yeah.
Then if you recognize what the name of the song is that plays after that intro, it's Bum Niggas.
Ooh.
I'm talking about him the whole song. That whole shit.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
I can't let Shane get away with that. You crazy?
You can't battle MC
watch
Shan
your
right
mouth.
now. You battle MC Shan right now. He gonna need some Geritol and shit. You know what I mean?
No, stop it. Stop it. Y'all
I ain't
niggas ain't right.
doing all that. I respect my legends, but yeah, you can't. Man, I ain't gonna let you do that shit.
I ain't gonna say that.
What?
You about to say it's
Go ahead, talk your shit.
I ain't gonna say that.
No,
we gotta stop doing
All right,
that.
so what's a legend?
We gotta stop
What
doing
is a
that.
legend?
Your
What is a legend, sir?
your legacy. Legend is the same as legacy. You
Then
have to
what is
leave
your
around
legacy?
a classic legacy. Everybody, just because you rap back in the day does not make you a legend. You know
No,
what I mean?
but he does have a staple moment.
The
though.
impact that you left, the impact that you leave on the community of people or your fans and stuff is what validates your legacy, is what call your legend. So everybody doesn't get that legendary status. Now, fans may call somebody a legend because of the impact that they had, the impact that that artist or that actor or that entertainer or whoever, basketball player, left on them. You know what I mean? So it's all perspective, you know what I mean? But we got to stop throwing that word around to everybody just because pioneers or... Because I don't...
So you saying Shan's not a legend?
I think that's what he's saying.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
That's what it
Name
sounds
3
like,
MC Shan
definitely.
albums.
I can't, but I'm saying
Name 3 MC Shan albums.
I can't, but you're the one that we're questioning right
Yeah,
now.
we're asking questions.
That's why I said it. I can't name 3 MC Shan albums.
So is he a legend? Yes or no?
Is KRS one up?
KRS is definitely a legend because KRS has done it for a long
3
time.
KRS one albums.
What? What's the Boogie Down Productions was an album by itself. What's the name of the joint they had? It'll come to me, but I can name. I can name 3 KRS One albums.
I call bullshit.
It's gonna take me a minute to think
You're
about
not old.
it.
He's
But
not
I can name
old.
3
I call
KRS
bullshit.
albums.
He's not old enough.
So you consider. I know you interviewed him and everything like that. You consider Shan a legendary rapper?
I do.
Huh?
I do.
All right, give
me your definition.
Yo, you're funny too, yo.
What do you mean?
You changed it. Do you consider Shan a legendary rapper? So you put rapper on the end of it.
You mean
Is he a legend in
being
the
a
field
legend
or
and
not?
pioneer It's two different things.
Okay, good. That's a good point.
That's two different things. Being a legend and a pioneer is way too different.
That's a great point.
A pioneer just means that you was in the movement of starting something and starting a movement or something like that. That doesn't necessarily make you a legend.
All right, so but he had a very defining moment in hip hop that is remembered forever.
Where he got trashed in a couple songs.
But still, it was a monument. It was a battle.
You think he had a legendary moment?
Yeah, I think he had a legendary moment.
He was involved in a legendary moment.
Which is stapled though. Like
he was involved in the white people that got beat up in that Alabama beating where all the niggas jumped out on their ass and shit like that. Are they considered legends? They was in a legendary moment, but that don't make them legends.
Yo, I think that is an amazing way of describing what you're saying.
I'm trying to think.
I think that was perfect.
I was trying to think how to debunk it, but I like it.
Yeah, exactly. No,
that's a good one.
You win.
I use that one.
You won with that.
It's all debatable. It's all debatable. It's all debatable. It's all debatable.
Every now and then,
I got a clap for that.
It's all debatable. Oh, I be busting y'all balls. I be busting y'all head a lot of times on this show. I be getting in y'all ass on this show. I be getting in y'all ass on this show.
Nah, you lucky. The shit that be in here ain't on here. Because now I want to get into that. Because I'll crack your muffin. What were we talking about last time? We had this big debate in here about something
about the
not debate versus argument.
No, it's in a group chat. And we was
we gotta come. When Dre come back, we coming back to that.
About the mother and son.
The mother and son. When Dre come back, we gonna still get it. I'm still ready for that. You ducked that smoke on that day.
I let it go because I'm like,
you went out and got drunk. You went to the party. I know what happened. You went to the party because I was supposed to go to the same party.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You got fucked up. You went to the party that night. Did you go to a party that night?
I don't know what you're. I don't know.
Did you go to the party that night? That night that you were supposed to come in, that you dumped the pod.
Hey, man.
Oh, guys, I'm not going to make it. I got a little fucked up.
I didn't say none of that. See, I didn't say none of that.
It's still in the chat.
I didn't say none of that extra shit.
I don't erase nothing.
When Dre come back,
you don't do that.
Whatever. He dumped that smoke because I was ready. I was up early that day too. Look, I was in here at 3 o'clock in the morning getting the cameras and shit ready for that.
I bet you was.
And you couldn't even get up and be here at 9:30. 9:30.
Shane Bell.
So moving right along. So hip hop discussions.
Yes.
Now you want to go back to hip hop discussion.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Shane Bell does not get drunk. We ain't talking about.
Oh no, dude, don't get Shane fucked up. Shane gets fucked up sometimes.
No, he doesn't.
I don't
Shane
get that
Bell.
If Shane can't get up in the morning and make it to the pod,
hey man, we not.
Shane ain't ready.
Bro, I drive to Bethesda all week. Sometimes I just be like, oh my god, bro, I just want to lay. I don't want to drive today. That's all.
I drive on I drive to every city on the Eastern Shore.
That's wonderful. That's beautiful.
Every day. That's nothing.
I drive to Bethesda every day. Every day. Yeah.
You only live 40 minutes from Bethesda.
Y'all heard that Jello song? Man, that shit hard.
Man, hey, look, don't speak those type of don't speak that bullshit. Don't speak that bullshit on this.
So now we know. Listen,
man, get that shit the fuck out of here.
Take the smoke to me, man.
Get that shit the fuck out of here.
Yeah, leave that shit to me.
I need y'all.
Do not speak no Jello bullshit.
I need y'all to listen.
Roll Jello ball. None of that shit on here.
I need y'all to understand something. I need you to understand something. Right. So this is why.
That's the only thing gonna get cut out here.
This is why.
Oh, he would have been the first one that had Jello ball on his show.
Hip hop discussions ended. Takes like that. Now we got our answer.
Jello. That is Jello ball. Get that shit out of here.
Hey man.
No, that's why.
Hey man, Weezy was on the remix though.
Hey, I don't care.
Hey, all that takes is money. Hey, but
that was quick too. I like how you did that. That was quick.
Get that out of here.
Real quick. Get that shit the fuck out of here.
Get that shit out of here, man.
Yeah, man, this shit hot.
So, who are you listening to right now?
Who am I listening to?
You heard who he listening to.
I'm listening to, Jamelo Ball.
Big Baller
I think
Brand.
that's his name.
Did you order some of the shoes? Did you ever get them?
Yeah, nah, but they swear it is. I don't know what's happening. I'm like, I'm here. I'm with SB. That's all I know. All I know is I'm with SB. That's all I know.
So who
my nigga?
What's in your MP3 right now? Who you listening to? What's your favorite?
So who I'm listening to in my shit, right? I'm listening to a whole lot of Jay-Z. I'm listening to A whole lot of Jay-Z and a whole bunch of me.
Oh, so you still listen to all your own music?
Listen to a whole bunch of me. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't like nobody else.
That's
You know,
that's probably the most clear answer we've gotten there.
I listen to him, but only when he on songs with me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's what I listen to.
How many joints y'all got together?
One.
Probably
Just the
one.
one?
Yeah, just one. I listen to that joint a lot.
Shane, you have to ask him what you ask every other person that you bring on here.
Shane about to say
You gotta ask him whatever what you ask everybody else. Why haven't y'all did more joints together?
Because we don't.
No, I'm
go ahead.
retired. But you talking about when I was I was doing it, he wasn't doing it no more.
Oh, okay. So he retired before you.
Yeah, he was.
This is not true.
He was wearing
These are
sweaters.
lies. These are lies.
He was
These
on
are
show. He was
lies.
on reality TV by then.
These are lies.
When I was
Nigga.
rapping, when I was active,
No.
he wasn't active no more.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
these are lies.
That's
Because
true.
this nigga was the nigga before. This nigga got a song that I grew up loving, yo. It was I got 12 different bitches on me.
Oh yeah, that's Jesus. That's old.
Yo!
That's way back then.
Man.
Yo, this is when I was
He
coming
probably
up.
heard you probably talking about like the original too. The original is
Yo, this is when I was coming up. Like, yo, this guy right here is a legend. Like, people don't understand.
Again, we gotta
slow down. Slow down. You
Again,
about
we
to
gotta
upset him.
stop throwing
You
that
about to
legendary
upset him.
status around.
Now.
No, I myself called you.
This
I
is
myself
true.
called you a legend over here.
This is true.
Because you know I
This
always
is
fuck with
true.
your music. You know,
Yeah,
that's
legendary
all-
moment.
Shane Bell.
Was it a legendary moment?
No,
or is it a
he's
legend?
had a few legendary men. Like
He
I
a
fuck with
true
Shane Hammond.
legend.
I've always fucked
He
with
a
Shane
true
Hammond.
legend. He a true legend. He the reason why I rap. He the reason why people even talking about me for real. Like, so
I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta shit.
I appreciate
I ain't gonna lie. When I came home from prison, actually when I was in prison,
He liked to
And
tell
I
niggas he was
first
in prison
heard-
too.
I-
Y'all
Yeah,
heard
he
this?
trying to scare
No,
me.
no,
He
no,
trying to
no.
scare me.
Yeah, trying to scare
When I
you. That
first-
shit don't scare
when I first
nobody,
came-
nigga. We all been to jail.
No.
Whoa,
When I
slow
first-
down. Whoa, wait a minute.
Wait,
slow
wait,
down.
wait, wait,
Slow
wait,
down.
wait, everybody,
Everybody.
And I hope that's not a fact. I hope that's not a fact. Don't put that on nobody yet. Don't put that on anybody.
Go ahead.
But like when I first came home from prison and I first heard that Shane was rapping, I was
Yeah.
one of the first ones who went to it. And when I went to it, I was hooked ever since. And I was like, because it
Thank you,
surprised
bro.
me. Because me and Shane went to school together. You know what I mean? So it surprised the shit out of me. Because I didn't see that. Of course, that's school shit. You know, we don't see nothing in nobody's character in school. Shane was just a funny dude in school. He was funny, but he was like, still the same way he is now. He's very introverted. He's like, didn't really fuck with a lot of people, but he was funny. He was always laughing, always had a smile on his face, skinny kid. We was like the same size at the time. We was probably the two skinniest kids in school at the time, you know what I mean? So blah, blah, like it really surprised me. So like I was a fan from the jump, you know what I mean?
Thank you, bro.
From the jump.
Appreciate
Always
that.
been a fan from the jump. And it was just, when everything came, when everything came 360 and we had him when we had him on the old pod, you know what I mean? And I was like, he meshed so well with just talking.
There was no old pod.
Well, anyway. When he came back, when he came back the second time, when we started this podcast, you know what I mean? It was just like, he meshed so well together. You know what I mean? We should just get him on here permanently.
Yes,
you know
I
what mean?
remember-
And it's been history ever since then.
I wasn't there the first time Shane was
No,
on
you
the,
wasn't.
was on the
No,
show.
no, you wasn't, yeah.
And I watched the show back, and I said, I said to Chris, like, who the fuck is Shane Bell? Like, this dude is, I was like, he just has a different type of presence about him. So then once we started this show, once we had to revamp things, I was like, if we get a fourth person in here, it got to be Shane.
Yeah.
It got to be Shane.
I appreciate that, man.
I'm gonna say this before Shane talk, right? Look, I remember one time, right? I think I was here in Denton, right? And then look, I got on stage.
We're not in Denton right now. Please don't disclose our location.
Oh yeah, we're not in Denton. We're in Annapolis. Yeah, we're all the way in Annapolis across the Bay Bridge.
No,
we're not
we
fucking
good,
up.
we good.
No,
We good.
we're
Plus,
not in
ain't
Denton.
nobody trying to come up here to your house and do shit
Right.
off of that road.
Oh, hey.
Shit, I wish they would. I got something for them. Hey, look, but no. But look, so
My
Shane
driveway is
Bell,
very long.
man,
I have a
as-
very
as-
long driveway, Pauls, but anyway, go ahead.
Yo, so I did a show with Devin Beck and Shane Bell. You know what I'm saying? SB. And you know, I was tipsy. You know how I get, right?
Not you.
Yeah, not me. Of course not.
This guy's good, man. This guy's good.
So look, I jump on the bar though. See, Shane, you don't even remember this shit though, huh?
I'm listening, brother.
You don't remember this?
I'm listening to you.
Do you remember this?
Yeah.
I jumped on the bar. It was you, Devin Beck. Anonymous was there. Yeah, I jumped on the bar. I'm on the bar like, man, I was so fucking stupid.
We was at the pub. We did a show in the pub.
Man,
Which
listen.
pub? Here in town? Okay.
Listen, man, that was the dumbest shit I should have ever done in my life.
Yeah, that was. That's why I was listening.
that was.
Did you fall off the bar or what happened?
Oh hell no!
Tell the story what happened.
I had a great time.
It's footage. I got footage. I got the footage.
Don't show nobody that.
I got the footage.
What happened? I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened.
Well, it's just like a lot of other stories that's been told here today. It's a dead end and nothing happened.
That's
All right, we'll put it like that. We'll leave it like that.
Nothing happened. It's another random story.
It's all alleged. It's all alleged.
It's another random legendary story.
Oh, it's a legendary moment.
Yeah, legendary moment. So
That's what the show should be called. Legendary moments.
Yeah, let's call it. That's a good one. That's a good name. That's a good name.
I was voting for Nasty Cats.
Nasty Cats.
Nasty Cats.
Yo, this nigga crazy.
That name is crazy.
Yo, speaking of which, how did they come up with that name? Or did y'all?
Because we were
come up with it?
16. I'm 39 right now. We were 16.
Well,
But where did it come from?
Just being nasty cats. It was nasty.
Right. Y'all missed a bunch of cats down there.
Our name, Butt Naked Bastard. So I guess
that was crazy too. Yeah. There was a lot of crazy shit going on back then. A lot of shit you can get away with back then. You know?
Right.
You can't get away with that.
Yeah, it was a
shit
different time.
Yeah,
different time. Yeah.
I like this podcast. Y'all guys are cool.
We all right, man. We got a few nice
Appreciate
little
that.
tunes ourselves. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, man.
Y'all cool as shit.
We're just trying to get when we get more exposure, man. I'm telling you, man. Because
I'm gonna help y'all, and I don't need to help y'all because y'all already here.
Nah, you messed us up by calling Deb, and now we gonna get fucked up. Now we blackballed. We all fucked up now.
Just tell her.
Damn,
Just
my
tell her
head
you.
put devil in y'all shit.
No, you good. Just tell her you went to prison.
Yeah,
That'll scare her.
this guy always trying to take a shot at me.
It ain't gonna scare her.
That'll set her straight.
I'm pretty sure she has a lot of people she's affiliated with. That
Nigga, she managed
Took that
Gucci. Nigga, Gucci, Waka.
Does she still manage a lot of artists?
She manages a whole bunch of artists right now. She does her thing. She makes sure that people navigate their way through this music industry the way they should.
When's the last time y'all actually spoke?
Well, earlier today.
I'm not talking about today.
You heard her say no.
Prior to today. Prior to today.
Gotcha.
Prior to today.
Talking about, brother.
Got you.
Prior to
That's my
today.
art, nigga.
Prior to today.
Right.
Like yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, this is man.
I
Listen,
think
these
that's
are my
cap. That's
people.
cap. That's
You
cap.
think that's cap? That's bullshit? Yeah. Not
You ain't
yesterday.
talked to Aunt Deb yesterday. That's cap.
He could call her back and be like,
Don't
remember
call
our
her.
conversation from
Don't
yesterday?
not.
Remember our conversation from yesterday?
I'm not. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that.
Don't do it.
Nah, don't do it. I don't want to
Yeah,
mess
that's
it up.
folk though.
Like I said, you still got to go back to
I
Atlanta.
changed my number a lot. I must just say that. I
That's
changed
true.
my number a lot.
And I'm not saving it no more.
Yeah, that's my people.
Anyway, so
You and Ding the worst. Y'all two niggas change numbers like drawers, bro.
Yo, why do you
Hey,
change your number so much? I used to change my number
Why
a
the
lot,
hell-
but
what is that about?
I
Why
was a
people do that?
whore. That's why I did it.
That's why
Okay,
you did
that's
it.
Yeah, I just had too many women that had my numbers, and I just kept
Yeah,
changing
I
the
just
number.
What say,
back.
what say
with
you,
this?
sir? What say you?
Because I don't like people that much. It's like I really like to be inconspicuous. I don't like people, especially niggas. I don't like to be a
shit.
You know what I mean? So I don't really like too many niggas having my number.
Okay.
So I changed my shit.
When you say niggas,
I ain't mad at you.
When you say niggas, be specific on what do you mean? Like
You talking like,
people or just niggas?
Niggas.
So you know, in order for people to get your number, you got to call them or something. So
Right.
you call the same niggas, and then the niggas get your number, and then you change it again.
If I want to talk to the motherfucker, I'll let him know what my number is.
Okay. And
Yeah.
and
Other than that, y'all gotta find me.
And then you accumulate enough niggas.
Yeah.
And then too many niggas got your number. Then,
Yeah,
of course,
then
you
I
gotta
changed
change
my
it
shit.
again.
Yeah.
Right? And then
I got
social
you.
media, I don't even be fucking with that for real. So I post some shit, but I don't check my shit. That makes sense.
All right, we had about 2 hours. I can go, you know me, I can go forever, you know what I mean? But
Whoa,
Nigga, let's
slow
keep
down.
going.
What is going on?
it was nothing malicious about that. It was nothing malicious about that.
That was nasty.
I'm a nasty cat. I'm a nasty cat, cuz. I'm a nasty cat.
Nasty, bro.
I'm a nasty cat and a butt naked bastard.
You know what?
He said that was nasty.
I'm a nasty butt naked bastard cat.
What was your rap name again? What was your rap name again?
God Bless was my rap name. God Bless. One of the hardest rap names.
Yo,
ever.
stop playing with me.
I mean, it's cool. It ain't nothing to sneeze at. I got you. It ain't nothing to sneeze at. I got you.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's
Whatever.
cool. That's
But anyway,
cool.
what's going on now with Static? Like, what are you doing now?
Man,
What's in the future for you right now? Like, where you
listen,
looking to be?
I try not to future trip, right? Because that's what my therapist tell me, right?
Mm-hmm.
My therapist tells me not to future trip, right? So I don't future trip. Future trip is being like where you try to look too far in the present, like in the future. I don't do that. So what I do is make sure that I'm secure in my present.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very secure in my present. Like, this shit is fun.
Okay.
This life is fun for me. I done came to Maryland, like, just...
Bring your mic in. Bring your mic in some. Bring your mic.
I done came to Maryland, right? And I'm chilling. My present is everything right now. So I don't really know too much about the future. I just know what's happening right now.
All right.
And it's fun. It's fun as fuck. Like, right now, this shit is fun. I'm out here with SB. What you talking about, nigga?
Yo.
It's my present, nigga.
Are you still looking to be in the music industry in any form or fashion?
My life is the music industry. That's all I know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to regular people. The people that I talk to in my life on an everyday basis is people that's doing what I do in the present. That's it. So I can call Debra Antney's. I can call people like that and have conversations with them in the present. The future is not something I'm concerned about. It's what's happening right now.
Can you still call Emory? I'm just
No, do not call me.
Look what you did.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Please
Yeah.
don't.
I know you probably can. I'm just fucking with you.
Nah, he probably
fucking
gonna
with
cuss me out.
Don't do it. Yo.
No, we don't need to do that.
But
We
I
need
don't
to do
even
that.
care though.
We don't need to do that. Yeah,
telling
nothing
you,
like-
I'm telling you.
I just try to throw a nice little joke out
And
there every
look,
now and then.
I'm gonna respect SB.
Please don't do it.
Respect, yeah. I just try to throw a nice
You
little
know what
joke
I'm
out there
saying?
every now and then.
But
Respect.
if you ask me if the number is in my phone, yes, it is.
I'm sure. Yeah, it was just a nice little joke.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really concern myself with too much about the future, man. Like, if I can do shit like this in the present, man, this is what I'm doing. And this is what I did, and this is what I'm doing.
One last thing. You mentioned therapy. How's that working out, and what got you into seeking therapy?
My wife got me into seeking therapy. My wife is a nurse practitioner. She's about to be a doctor, so she
Dope. Congrats. Shout out to that. Let me.
Yeah. So she definitely she got me thinking about shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like, therapy is good. Like, sometimes you gotta talk to people that are doing better than, not doing better than what you're doing, but you gotta talk to people who's doing things other than what you're doing, right? It's easy to be around people who's doing the same shit you doing. Like, if you are doing some fuck shit and you in like a fucked up situation, you could talk to people and they'll relate to that shit, right? Like, it's easy to talk to those type people, but you have to talk to people that can guide you into better situations.
Okay.
You feel me? And until you can get in that space, you always gonna be fucked up.
Dope shit.
You know what I'm saying? You can't keep talking to niggas that ain't got shit. If you ain't got shit, how you gonna talk to a nigga that ain't? Y'all just gonna share situations. Share, fuck out of here. I wanna talk to y'all.
Y'all got anything else? To say?
I don't know. Talk to me about some more shit. I don't know. I'm talking shit.
Yo, how was married life? All right, never mind.
There was a big ass pause. There was a big pause there. Like, good God. Like, he had to get his thoughts together.
Can I give an answer? Yes. I really want to give you an answer.
Oh, shit.
All right.
That was an uncomfortable quietness, like crazy. Anyway,
But we gonna blame it on alcohol though. So it's
I'm drunk. Hey, everybody, I'm drunk. Hey, look, but nah, marriage life is a process. It's not something that I can explain in just a couple of words. Like marriage life is understanding an individual that has problems in situations different than you, but y'all want to come together and bring that shit together. I don't know how to explain it.
Like, what does it mean for you? Yeah.
For me, is understanding my wife and hoping that she understands me. Understanding my wife and hoping she understands me, and us trying to loving each other enough to figure it out together. That's
I think that sums it up pretty well.
Yeah,
yes.
And it takes a lot of sacrifice and compromise.
That's what marriage
a lot of sacrifice and compromise. Yeah.
We took the scenic route, but we got to. We got to. That was good.
That's what marriage life is for me. I don't know about nobody else, but yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah,
I agree.
Hey, if that's what it is, I'm cool.
Hey, man.
The three of us can agree, but one of us in here has not tapped that water yet.
Nah.
Hey, be like that sometimes, man.
That's
all right.
Yeah, all right. You know what I mean? All right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's about
it's like
finding
that,
an imperfect person and saying you're perfect for me.
Shit.
Oh.
It ain't nothing like that.
Oh.
That's a whole lot different than what you said a while ago. That's a whole lot different than what you said a while ago.
To understand the person. And then when you find the people, and then they understand each other.
He understands that she's bad all the time. That's what he understands. Anyway, let's close. Let's close out. Let's close out because I don't want her sitting in the car any much longer.
Let's wrap.
They get even more madder and shit.
Check this out. I'm in here with SB. I'm in here with the whole squad. Y'all shout yourself out real quick for your boy.
You can tell he don't remember our names.
This hip-hop discussions.
None of y'all.
You know my name. This hip-hop discussions right now. Yeah, you know what I mean? He took the show.
Hip-hop discussions here.
Yeah, sign us off.
Throughout, we out here with hip-hop discussions, man. I'm in here with
Hey, listen, before you go into that, obviously he forgot about MCing because he ain't been talking into the mic the whole time. I know you ain't rap
whole
like
shit
that.
Fucked up. No, we
can hear you. You good.
This episode is not even gonna go on. This episode ain't gonna go on, y'all.
Oh,
so
yes,
if y'all
it
hear
is.
Yeah, it is. This episode
check this
gonna
out.
be out there tomorrow.
Got some really fly shoes on right now.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? And my man got some fly shoes on too. I don't know his name.
That,
my
man.
other man got some slides on. I don't know what they are, but
That's the prison sevens.
Yeah, that's Ogilvy though.
These are Nike slides.
Professor Ogilvy. I don't know.
These are Nike slides.
Yeah.
These are very comfortable. The most comfortable slides you can ever put on. The most comfortable. Look, and the God, look.
Those are nostalgic for him.
Yeah.
He wanted to go back.
Look, don't. And this guy has worn probably several pair on the show already. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Of the same slides, same color and everything. Same color and everything. Oh, paying homage to me.
It's crazy.
Anyway, y'all. Hey, Terrell, take us out. Take us home, y'all. Take us home, Terrell. Take us home.
Actually, hold on. Before we go, I know
I'm trying to get out of here.
No, I know. We are, but we always end with allowing the guests to be able to plug whatever they want to plug. So is there anything that you want to tell everybody?
Yeah. So listen, I live in Fairburn, Georgia, and I eat at Popeyes a lot. So y'all go to Popeyes.
St. John's
Popeyes chicken. You could check out Hip Hop Discussions. It's been like 3-4 years. I'll probably get back to it, right? I want you to check out SB though, cause I got a dope ass song called, and we gonna play it before we leave, right? It's called Stereotypical Black Man with SB.
Yeah, you can pull it up. That's cool.
Yeah. Look, you see how nonchalant he was with it, cause you know he that nigga. See,
Art of
that's
Opinion
what I'm saying.
podcast. Listen, I probably got a couple shows coming up April 17th. I'm gonna be performing at City Trends. So y'all make sure y'all come out, support your boy. And we're gonna leave on stereotypical black man.
Yes. Oh shit. Look, I'm
you fucking up shit.
I'm fucking up shit.
What are you not?
Shit, I done fucked up. Damn, I don't even want to touch nothing else.
Sit your ass down. Just sit your ass down.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but it probably got a good view on it, so, you know.
Keep all this.
Anything that takes the camera off the rail, we're good.
Keep all this.
Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this is Stereotypical Black Man.
Yes.
Static featuring
Hold on, I
myself.
gotta cue it up.
Oh, you gotta cue it up.
No, this ain't Static featuring you. This is us together. This is me and you.
All right. Well, so join.
Yeah, this was a great song. He one of the best rappers of all time. Y'all niggas need to know.
He alright.
Nah, that nigga one of the best. Man, shit. That nigga better than me.
Had some little tunes. It was cool.
He's one of my favorite artists. As far as the people that I know personally,
Thank you, bro.
one of my favorite artists to just sit. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
He nice too, y'all.
Is it?
He nice too.
Oh yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
He just look like he can fight. I don't know about rapping, but I'm pretty sure he can put hands on niggas. I don't really know too much about rap with this nigga, but he look like he can fight you.
I rap just as well as I fight.
You look like you got a hard chin.
I was getting ready to pause that.
Yeah, I was crazy.
That was kind of crazy, young. That was pretty crazy. That was a little crazy.
I don't want no problem.
That was on the verge. That was a little crazy.
Sorry, guys.
Hold on, I'm trying to find this joint. Hold on. I'm trying to find it.
guys.
Put your headphones on so you can hear me, brother.
I gotta hear it. See the headphones? I don't hear it through the tube.
Nah, right here. Put your headphones on.
Stereotypical black man in need of a CAT scan, rushing through the maze, a manic depressive Pac-Man. No cattle, no graves, but may grace you with gas, man. Cause we want it fast, our life expectancy's flat. That means low if you don't know. Imagine walking to the store, approached by dudes that you don't know. They want your shoes and want your coat, but you don't choose to let them go. So they abuse you to the flow like they ain't used to hearing. No, you tell the truth when you get home. Shit. And that's just another ass whooping. The last clothes and cash you'll ever get tooken. Now you up in central booking. Wrong looking, you just start hooking. Before they hit you first, rather put them in the earth. Yo, my father left me and I never broke the cycle. In a sense, it's still resentment for the same shit that I do. Pray that Kyle and his baby mother never lose trust. And maybe they'll be better than us. Stereotypical black man in need of a CAT scan, rushing through the maze, a manic depressive Pac-Man. No cattle, no graves, but may grace you with gat, man. Cause we want it fast, our life expectancy's flat. Stereotypical black man in need of a CAT scan, rushing through the maze, a manic depressive Pac-Man. No cattle, no graves, but may grace you with gas, man. Cause we want it fast, our life expectancy's flat. That means low if you don't know.
Women holler where the cash at. In return, I tell them bust it, baby, damn your ass fat. Damn, I gotta have that. Walking by, I might be shouting, grab that. You the type of bird to me and all my niggas laugh at. Adding to your insecurities, it gives you flashbacks. Sexual and physical abuse, you can't get past that. Everyone you mad at, lower self-esteem makes you come across so mean. Now the green is what you grab at. You did what you saw, what your mom was is what you are. They say apples fall from trees, but they don't ever roll too far. They get kicked around a minute, couple worms will go up in it. Just another damaged good, it's the produce of the hood. Posting pictures with a caption saying getting to the bag. Took a 37 angles just to flick it with a flash. Let's fuck them other niggas if it ain't about the cash. Did I forget to mention that her dad?
Stereotypical black man in need of a CAT scan. Rushing through the maze, a manic depressive Pac-Man. No cattle, no graze, but may grace you with gas, man. Cause we want it fast, our life expectancy's flat.
Let me slow if you don't know.
I do got to go back to one thing on that song though. That ass fat, I might walk by and grab that or some shit like that. You can't do that, man. What kind of shit was you on? Yeah?
No. You gotta listen to the song.
You walking by with that ass fat, I might reach out and grab that. You can't say shit like that.
You didn't have enough space to say with consent.
It's the mindset.
Yeah. See, you gotta really listen to it though. He wasn't saying that was
You
that.
was great being in prison next to me.
I'm not saying that was me.
Yeah,
Hold up. Can we take
you
a
weren't
moment?
listening to the song.
But can we take a moment to talk about how fucking phenomenal that song is?
Nice song.
You think so?
That shit, yes.
That shit hard, right?
Yes.
It's a nice little
I
tune.
knew that.
I love that shit.
It's a nice little tune.
I love that.
It's a nice little tune.
Thank you.
I love it. I love the concept. I love the production. As soon as the beat came on, I was like, all right,
Man, that's all. That is all SB. You know what I'm saying? I presented SB with that song, and SB delivered like
You both
crazy.
delivered.
Like he really
It was
like.
a dope song, dope song.
I didn't know what I was gonna get. Like from you know what I mean. Usually I get songs from other people, right? I sent that song to SB first, and then this guy came back and like flipped it in a way that I did not know he was gonna do it, and he killed it. He killed it. Shane Bell, he did it. Yeah, real shit.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. It's been a wonderful, wonderful morning.
Great show.
I'm going back to Atlanta.
Yeah, hopefully his wife don't smack his face off.
She's going.
That's going to be a long drive back.
Yeah, man. God bless you, brother.
It's going to be a long drive
Thank
back.
you for joining us, man.
Appreciate you being here, man. You know, give a round of applause, man.
Round of applause for you, man. Round of applause.
Yeah, you got a nice situation going on.
Yeah, you disclosed our location. Now I got to move everything. God damn.
I'm sorry.
God damn. That's all right. We'll be in Georgia.
Yeah. We coming to Atlanta.
Don't worry about it.
We coming to Atlanta to do hip hop discussion.
We'll be right in.
By the time y'all
on your
be in
doorstep.
Atlanta, I'm gonna be in Florida. Fucking with y'all.
All right, man.
Whenever you come in town, man, let us know, man. Cause we
You got to come back home. You got to come back home.
Yes, sir. I fuck with y'all.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And
Yes,
per our other member who's not here, Dre, he wants to put together a freestyle or a series of freestyles with a lot of the artists from the Eastern Shore. You know what I mean? So we're going to be working on putting that together. So I'm going to start reaching out to some people. So get your bars up. You know what I mean? Get your bars back. Bring them back.
Man.
Bring them back. You know what I mean? Because you're going to get a call. You know, we're going to get a call. So.
All right. Well, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Whatever Shane with, I'm with.
Oh, man. Oh, well, then we ain't going to never have it happen. Shit. You got to rely on him because we ain't going to have it happen. You going to make a song about him now. Never. You going to make a song about him or why he ain't doing some shit.
Never.
Right.
Our group chat goes 2-3 weeks without hearing back from him sometimes.
Hey, man.
Whatever SB with,
He'll
I'm
just
with.
ignore the shit out of us and then come back with some random thought or some random topic.
I'm like the CC on the email. It ain't directed to me. I see it, but it ain't to me.
Anyway, man, let's close out, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Static. Shout out to Rae. You know what I mean? Green. You know what I mean? For gracing us with his presence and giving us some history. You know what I mean? Hopefully we don't get blackballed from a phone call that he made or anything like that. Do all that stuff they tell you to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, shout out to Art Opinion Podcast. Shout out to our whole boy Dre. Hopefully everything good with him.
For sure.
Call us back, nigga. You'll find, you know what I mean? And everything like that.
Shout out to Corey Poon, rest in peace. Today's his birthday.
Rest in peace, man.
Love you, brother. I miss you.
Belated.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to get in there, man. Pause.
All right. You got anything else you want to close in?
Nah, I'm good. Oh, yeah. My bad. I'm glad you said that. The Quotes and Mirrors podcast every Monday night. Tune in. It's on YouTube on the Relic Media page. And Facebook for everybody that's, a Facebook friend, and we, do this live on Facebook too. And then also Deep Waters. Deep Waters.
Who is not sponsoring this podcast, by the way.
It's all my company. Firearms instruction. If you need your concealed carry for Maryland or Arizona, just come holler at me. I got you.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. I'm still waiting on my training. I'm still waiting on my training. Still waiting on mine. I got. We got to do it in an undisclosed location because my guns might not be legal.
Then we use mine.
Okay. Well, you might not need my fingerprints on this shit either.
Don't bring. I can get the fingerprints off. I ain't worried about that.
That's what I'm saying. You come in here with these prison sevens on.
Prison sevens.
Come on, man. It be like that sometimes.
Anyway, we out. On opinion, we out. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Yo, I love y'all, man. Y'all cool.
Hey, man.
Hey, what you saying with though?
Huh?